girl. Driver, me say don't even itch. Collect the little spenny and come back quick. Driver, just remember the gas speed limit. And if you're running the cops, my friend, that is it. Action pop while some boy up your lip. Got a bunch of bantan cause you know you can't slip. Reach up on the rhythm for make them turn and dip. Watch it make the road, watch show them how we do it when you watch right. Make sure you maintain speed limit.
Good morning and welcome to the program for today. Today is the 21st of March, Monday the 21st of March. Welcome also for this week. I think that this is the last full week in March, I'm not sure. Yes or no. No, not the last full week of Red, the last full week of days, I believe. Yes, the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. I remind you sometimes, from time to time, might not seem believable to some. But I don't really talk anything for hurt, intentionally or deliberately to hurt anybody's feelings on this program, but many times the truth hurts, not the fact that I talk it, but the truth hurts, and when it is spoken, it might either start up a hurt or renew hurts that come up or emerge or are felt every time that those truths are spoken or demonstrated or are obvious. Alright, we're going to get to the telephone right away. Get back to my points from time to time through the program. So good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Bongo Jerry. What a go on?
Fine, thank you. What go on?
Yeah, man, me there, man. First of all, we are big up the body stone man them in Jamaica. Landy Panel and Mark Brown, Taliban.
When you say stone man, you mean stone, you mean stone mason?
Yeah, stone mason.
Yeah.
Body stone mason them in Jamaica. Donald Trump did call me for build one wall over Mexico, but we not take it off, I know, Jerry.
Yeah.
Mexico send herb over there and they don't want them to send no herb over there. So we not build no wall.
Yeah, man.
So we just there, you know. I build a wall in our community.
Yes, that's good. Always good.
The community, you know.
Always good
Landy
to...
Panel and Taliban.
Panel and who?
Landy Panel, Taliban. Now we have one Rasta man there. I will labor over there. I go and mix some water for it.
Alright, you load them for me.
Yeah. And Bongo Jeremiah, you play Bob Marley. We don't know how we and them now work it out. The war intensifying in Ukraine, you know.
Boy, I'll tell you so the amount of music we have. It might be able to play it today, maybe we have to play it the next day.
Yeah.
Not only the war in Ukraine, so many things like him did sing the next one. There's so many troubles in the world that there's different music.
Yeah, yeah. We don't know how we and them now work out.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean them crazy ballad.
Yes, yes.
One of the Queen ballad are coming tomorrow with his wife.
Yeah.
In England.
And Hitler did trick Stalin, you know.
Did what?
Hitler did trick Stalin.
Yes.
So comes in could I get the strength of Russia to invade Poland.
Yeah, the permission.
Poland, Russia invade Poland with Germany, you know.
Yeah, them cooperate from two sides. Them invade from two sides.
Yes. So, if you say I make 210, I stick out, so, you know, because I know, he might Nazism over in Ukraine there.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, because them live off a history, you know, Bongo.
No, you understand what I'm saying about today? Or Nazism?
No, I don't understand what you say, because there was
a government in Ukraine.
I don't know if I'm really.
There was a government in Ukraine recently who was more in line with Russia. And the people in Ukraine demonstrate and start oppose that government until some new Nazi now rise up in Ukraine and get inside of the same people who oppose the government and organize and overthrow the government. So it's a kind of Nazi government bringing this politics that eventually want to join up with NATO, join up back with the rest of Europe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
little by little you will understand.
Man. Big up to Carter, Butter. My brethren up Malvern there. When you again?
Earthquake?
No man, for the next brethren up Malvern, man, we always call program.
Not earthquake?
No.
What kind of work?
Far East, man.
Eh?
Far tall man, the man already got check up there.
The tall man?
Yeah.
Then an earthquake?
No man, an earthquake man. The next he sell fish man. He go buy fish over alligator pan and sell him. I don't remember anything.
I know Malvern man, up at Spur Street, Hilltop. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh, I know you're talking about Franco. I know Malvern at the hill opposite. At the hill
yes.
Opposite Malvern.
Yes, Bongo. Me there man, me tune in man.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah, the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Yeah, so not to try hurt nobody's feelings, but it's the truth, and the truth hurt frequently. And sometimes hurt is for your own good. It have to bring attention to where the damage is, or where you're supposed to rest. What part of where hurting is supposed to either rest or to be repaired or to be, pay attention to. Now, it's mostly some idiot lawyer connected with the PNP. Always preach to the rest of the politicians, not only their PNP politicians, but also to the Labour. Preach to them, say, the Parliament is the highest court in Jamaica. You ever hear them argument there? Say Parliament, the highest court in Jamaica. Some of them, especially some of them, will say, them not really bow to Privy Council in England. Them always preach to the people, them preach to PNP, them own party, and to other people. Say Parliament, the Parliament of Jamaica is the highest court in Jamaica because the Parliament of Jamaica is a court. And therefore, them is the highest court. So most of some PNP lawyers will preach that. A.J. Nicholson is one of the main one. And I think I even hear John Jr. talk that already. But me hear some PNP lawyers talk them thing all the while. Tell a lot of politicians in Jamaica start feeling a certain amount of pride and ego that they are part of the highest court in Ireland. They imagine themselves to be like the Privy Court in England. Or the Privy Court in England is part of the English Parliament. Most people don't know the Privy Council. The Privy Council in England, where appeals from many parts of the world where claims that I'm a part of the British family. Many countries in the world send cases to England to decide if they're not satisfied with what decision the courts in their country, the court in their country, like the court in Jamaica, don't satisfy some of the people in Jamaica that have a court case. They might carry the case to the Privy Council, appeal over the head, go to higher authority, which is the Privy Council in England. As I say, a lot of people in Jamaica, most people in Jamaica in the world, don't realize that the Privy Council in England here is appeal court, the highest appeal court, is really a part of the Parliament of England. And is a part of the Parliament in England where a lot of lawyers and judges and lords in England will know their law is in that part of the Parliament, the upper chamber of the Parliament, like when in Jamaica, them say the upper chamber in Jamaica is the Senate. In England, the House of Lords is the upper chamber. People will know more, people have more land, people have more money, and people are closer to the royal family. Higher, upper chamber. Let's get back to the phone. Good morning, welcome.
Morning, Bongo.
Go on.
Blessed love, man.
Welcome.
Yes, I. Me want you continue the teaching. No, not preaching. The teaching of the people to the people. Yes, sir. Or me don't know, but me want the people to understand. Say, when the one who will this come talk about, he ever chat about the Catholic country, what they know, and I talk like say him did stand up for no mind in the Catholic country. Every minute, early before the people them did that about, so could have lick it down on the St. Ann Road, with the white man where them a mine out of this too, sir. I got what you so pile up, You ever go there go see it, sir?
Which part of my mine the white man?
They come from a bit down at the Dry Harbour Mountain here, man. I come and watch your ass.
Yeah, or them a take it from Dry Harbour. Can I take it into Ottawa here?
Yes, man. And the truck them a fly upon the road like a bullet. Them like them alone a Hankley Road,
Yes.
Yeah. So when him a come and chat off him out and about, no, mine in a Catholic country like a tribute and lick out upon him now, make him come and chat off him out.
No, hear this now. Just like when I'm fellow servant, the Minister of Finance announced about last week or a week before, said no new taxes this year.
Yes, man.
And laugh after the people because him already put in the tax for this year already.
Oh God.
Same way wholeness now is pure trickery him talk. and him being trained to do that kind of thing. So them done already. Him and some others farm up company with foreigner to do the mining. Him and some of them farm up company says a Jamaican government company.
Yes.
Them farm it up with some foreigner to get out the material in the middle of Jamaica. And after them start, get out what them want. And them have a technique for going, they go take out what them want, although them son no mining. It's a trickery.
Yes,
so him only attack that for fool up a certain percentage of the people. Him only need for fool up a certain percentage of the people we have more vote than the PNP vote.
Yes, man. The minority vote for him what they are.
You know what? Who vote for him?
No, me I said the minority of people who vote for him in September election they got the other day.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, he might come with the mouth full of pale lie. And you know, see, I hear that I see on a YouTube where the man talks say him born a 56 Cumberland Road.
Yeah.
In our one-room board house.
Yeah.
And he grew up by his great-grandmother. And then the lion man come back again and he come talk say him born a 56 Cumberland Road. In our two-room house. He was grown by his mother and father. At two different meetings, him attack that, you know. Blatant lie. The man lie. So I don't know if the people might listen before they knock down bench and this. When they hear a talk and a ring bell and a make
no, is his people knocking down the bench and desk, you know. Is him people knock listen.
All
just
right.
like our artists have people when you ever say artists are going on a stage show?
Yeah.
With big entourage.
Yes.
Entourage hour.
Him followers them.
Whole heap of follower. So
him.
when the artists reach at the stage show with the whole heap of follower, what him do? When him reach at the gate, what him do?
No things we have him doing because
nobody go around the bush. The stage, the gate, I go stay at the gate. Him reach at the stage show with the whole him follower entourage. What him do when him reach at the gate now?
He yell them, you know.
No, him not yell him. No, you him do. Him bully down the gate and carry the whole heap of the entourage in with him.
You're correct.
Whole heap of them. And when him go up on the stage now, them get liquor, him juice them up with liquor.
Yes.
And when him come on the stage now, they make whole heap of noise. I have somebody else on the stage before. Them boo that person and run them off of the stage and bring him in. Them organize all of them things, you know.
Yes.
That's why so much of the artists learn from the politician and the gangster.
Oh,
and have
God.
them gang for bully down and run off the next person off of the stage and throw shandy back, lick them, and for them artists come on. So wholeness now arrange up the same parliament, the 49 of them, Alibaba them and the 40 of them.
Oh yes, I.
Him boost them up with liquor first before him go to parliament, you know.
Yes.
And him give each one of them all for money, millions of dollars otherwise. And then go to parliament and him signal them when them for lick on the desk.
Mm-hmm.
So hear this now. All of them go out where they hear him plan it, you know. All of the party where them go there and the 5 ministers there. Him and them plan that before, you know. Him and them plan that before, you know. For go to the party, don't wear no mask and pose with a sexy girl. All of them think they plan it, you know. Him plan them, you know.
Yes.
Yes, him plan the whole of that for draw attention to himself.
Yes.
And then now when him done now, him a declare, him a mock the people of Jamaica when he hear me say, when he hear me tell Babs the Green say, we try them. Him a go on like him a judge. Him a pretend like him a king of Jamaica, you know. You know, king override courthouse and parliament.
Oh, yeah.
So why him a do now, him a go on like him a override. Him a live in a dream world, say him a king of Jamaica, you know. From the idiot journalists start calling Prince Andrew in a 2010, 2011.
Yes.
In a 2011 when Bruce Golden left Prime Minister job.
Yes.
And him say wholeness will take over from him. The whole idiot journalists I take bribe now start calling Prince Andrew like the Queen of England son.
Mm-hmm.
So him in that dream world, you know, say him a rule Jamaica and him over. But so him just set up the whole thing, you know. The whole thing set up as a mockery. And I'm going to the parliament now and a mock say, I tell Babs the Green say she for charge the rest of them how much money. Mocking the people of Jamaica who them been charging hundreds of thousands of dollars for no wear no mask, you know.
Yes.
Remember when a young man, just after the curfew come in, a young man go up on him social media and send out a thing. That time him not violate the curfew, you know, because I'm not outside, you know. And him send out something that say Andrew Wellness to go feed off her mother.
Yes.
And Wellness and the police set up and send in police there with camera. And the same camera will come to the parliament, them send go down on it garden, you know, go take out the youth and them bed. The same action are going, you know.
Yes.
So them set up camera, them set up all of these things before and act it out. Remember say a top class actor, you know. Remember say him that cry away there for about 3 seconds.
Yes, man.
Onion then take rubber and them, you know. Onion then cut one onion and give him little before, you know, and then rub it on them and produce some tears, you know.
Yes.
Then him wipe off back now when him get the clap, him wipe off back that. So them set up all of these things and the same camera go down honest garden. Go take out the youth and embarrass the youth. It's the same camera him go to parliament. And the same camera him send go to party one night, you know. Same camera, you know.
Yes.
Send go to party, him set up the whole thing for mock the people of Jamaica. Because you know Babylon teach them, you know, to make laws for the people, but them is above the law. Them Babylon make laws say you know if you have no gun, illegal gun. But Babylon himself have the most illegal gun and give him friend them illegal gun.
You see?
Babylon pass laws say homosexuality is a crime, you know. And them are the most homosexual, you know. It's not we pass law against buggery, you know, them, you know. So that's what them do, them set laws, and that is for me and you, for crush me and you, for hold way and put you in prison. But they now can't, them broke the law now and boast off, cause, you know, boast off and said that law no apply to we. That's why them say parliament are the highest court in the land, cause they all of what them do them set up before. But I'm not going to go on forever, not going to go on for too long. See some of the same citizens who used to support him on PNP. Some of them get together and go demonstrate tomorrow against the Queen of England, you know. You hear about them?
Yes, I hear about them, Bongo. Where them are coming for? We don't want them here because they not do nothing for we.
No, you don't know what them coming here for. You're asking what them coming here for. You know what them coming here for. What them coming here for?
No, me not ask a question, you know, Jerry. Young glass, so there's a thing, say.
Yes.
You know, where them are coming here for?
A wholeness, just like when set up the party. Just like when set up the party with the same camera. And him set up the visit our camp, and the same camera go take in the Queen of England, the grandson. And them set up the whole of them thing that for boost up himself.
You see it, sir? And people them no want take in and know say them people and represent we.
Yes, little by little, man. No, man, little by little the people is getting to understand that, man. What you do, man? They don't see what. Hold on, listen.
You want them hold on pan it strong, you know.
No, listen. You never hear the news from yesterday. Say 100 prominent citizens write letter against him and the Queen of England Grand Pitney come here. And say them about them. You did hear? Yes, and them name out some of them name some people who used to support them and who used to work in the government. Some of them would all minister. All Mike Henry write the letter to you know.
Oh, Mike Henry?
Yeah. So about 100.
Right hand?
Eh?
You might want to feel right hand, man.
No, him right hand. Mike Henry, one of the man with better than wholeness. Wholeness have to respect all them old boy now. Mike Henry. Hold on, man. Mike Henry, Warmington, and some of the rest of them. Even Montague. Him not like Montague, you know. A true Montague have whole heap of support and win whole heap of seat for other labor right. Why him let in Montague in the cabinet. But after Montague gets involved, not too much stupidness.
Yes.
I'm glad for running Montague, you know, because I'm Montague and a real friend, you know.
Yes, man. You have the agenda against him, you know.
Yes, because them divide and rule. Them not only try to divide us and rule us. Them divide them own colleagues, them divide and rule too, you know.
Yes.
The Queen of England teach him that. No man, him from more before. No, the cloth, make out a cloth, you know. That's not bad word. The cloth, the draws, both the draws. Eh? Some of the draws, some of the draws make out of wood, you know. Like the draws for the cabinet. But the cabinet, where in the cabinet itself make out of cloth.
Yes.
So the cabinet make out of wood, but that are the drawers we push in and push out. But the one where you take out and put on, that one make out of cloth.
Yes.
So him did go to England and go get some more the Queen use laundry.
Yes.
That carry them go wash them. You know when in carry them go wash them now and get a one wear off of them before him carry back. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes, man. I cry in my heart to my people, you know, and I know that one day them are go really see what go on.
Yes, but hold on there. The 100 prominent people, let me say, who used to be part of them system, who sign up the letter there. Is little by little the people of Jamaica, even some of the comfortable people, the middle class people, the upper income people, little by little,
yes,
are coming around because that letter don't only talk about take out Jamaica out of Privy Council. You know. It talk about it talk about the enslavement, how much money them owe away. So little by little, even though society people now start to talk like what the mass of the people are talk. You understand me?
Sir.
You understand me?
See?
Them same people that will overthrow wholeness, you know. You didn't know?
No, me never know.
Yes, man. Most time when them get overthrown, some of them want people join in and the overthrow, you know. That's when it get for work better, you know.
Yes, it's you have to repeat, you know.
Alright, if them people are condemn the Queen of England, them 100 people sign them paper condemn the Queen of England. And I condemn how them say what the Queen of England and her family do is the biggest crime in the history of the world. The enslavement of Africa. When you hear them 100 prominent people attack that, you can imagine what them think about wholeness. Them the same Jamaican where I cause the Queen now. You can imagine what them think about wholeness.
For him less on the Queen.
Yes, man. He might go down in a society, in the society mind, you know. Because some society people come out now, openly oppose where I'm going with. Him know say
different, you know, sir.
Him know say him up on a tightrope, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And I want my people them come strong.
Alright, hear me now.
Tomorrow.
We're going to take some more call, but you can call back even 2 times for the program.
Alright, Bongo. Bless up.
Thank you very much. The numbers are 6191508, 6191508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. Let's get the next call. Good morning and welcome.
Yeah.
Wagwan.
Wagwan, sir.
Delicate that.
Yeah, man.
Wagwan.
Yes, what do I know?
Good.
Yes, man. So, at the Justin, I know if you can find place to play it, you know.
Which one?
I had the monkey climb.
Yes, and I made it right down at Justin Hines already, you know.
Yeah, man.
Right down Cargo bring come because that one did lick wellness grand pupa, you know.
Yeah.
Cargo bring come lick him in after him go on with the Carl Gardens thing. But higher monkey climb is true.
Yeah, man. The same time when him start to ban the music, them.
Yeah, man. That's the first music we ban after independence. No, I think the first one is Blackhead China, man. And then and then 8 months later now, him ban Cargo bring come. That's about something.
Yes.
But how long shall the wicked reign?
How long?
Over my people.
But we the Africans are endure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we know then time a come.
Yeah, man. Events crawl up on them, man. Events are crawl up on them.
Yes.
And down to the army and police. Some of them are wake up, you know, and know say some dirty work them are doing.
Yes, man. Yeah, man. So are the emperor new clothes, you know?
Yes. Him imagine himself to be emperor. And imagine say clothes a cloak him. A cover in privacy.
Yeah.
But they hire.
Hire the monkey climb.
And believe say my emperor.
I'm emperor for people them.
My emperor for monkey. My emperor for monkey.
Yeah.
Yes, man. So well.
Yellow Taliban there, you know?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have to run it then now. Yes, sir? All right, the numbers again. 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. So as I said, some PNP lawyer mostly, like AJ Nichols, kind of the PNP traditionally is like how them say is the educated people party and is the middle class party. Them is also reputed to be the lawyers party because the majority more lawyers usually support the PNP more than support the JLP, although the JLP have for them lawyer them too. Especially because one of the founding members, the most outstanding founding member of the PNP, Norman Manley, was an outstanding lawyer too, so it attracted a lot of other lawyers. And they always have an assurance and a confidence that they understand the law and they understand the workings of Parliament and Constitution better than the other one them, the Labour right them. And these lawyers have, especially over the last 30 years, have been trying to convince the people of Jamaica that those who are elected and those who are appointed in the Parliament is the highest court in Jamaica. For sure, say how much, whatever they decide, that will become the law. Well, it's the same reason now why Holness in the Parliament, talking like him a decree law. Say you have law we go. Laws that are made by agreement amongst the people, especially agreement of representatives of the people, since all of the people since the whole population, it's not easy for the whole population to engage in one discussion. So usually them pick a small amount of people, representatives now say, all right, you 20 or you 40 or you 80. Represent the whole population and go and make some decision on behalf and in the interest of. The decision mustn't only be on behalf of the people, it must be in the interest of the people. That means any decision you make must be good for most people, the vast majority of people. So them claims that anything that the Parliament decide. And Holness now also, as I was saying before, laws usually are agreed on by a large amount of people that represent this whole amount of people. Like a discussion of Parliament usually make law. But sometimes you have some dictator, whether it's some military ruler or some religious ruler, or man who claims that them a royal ruler, come from family, who try to make laws just by speaking it, their word become law. Their word. Mostly some so-called royal family or some dictator or some military ruler. So that is what Holness now pretending to do in the Parliament, announcing that his ministers must be charged by another minister and she must collect $100,000 from them and carry it, go do something what them like to do. And this is a real mockery of the people of Jamaica. But it's not the first, and it is very similar to the money. It's very similar to the money where them a print now. A plan to print money with Siaga and Michael Manley on it. Well, recently, I don't know how many people have heard of one of the ex-wife of Michael Manley, Beverly Manley, second to last wife, recently put out a statement ridiculing and condemning the action of the government, putting picture of two great enemies of one another. Michael Manley and Siaga is two great enemies of one another, and Bev Manley over the weekend, I think it is, put out a statement that it is the biggest mockery of the people of Jamaica to put two great enemies like that together and the same money, acting as if Jamaica has been united. Because as she's saying, Jamaica has been severely divided, and she admits that Jamaica has been severely divided partly by her own party, the PNP, and it has not been reunited. Jamaica was never a united place. It was only under one rule. It was under British dictatorial rule, but the people of Jamaica was never fully united. But the people of Jamaica have been, the majority of the people of Jamaica have been making efforts to form a unity for their own good over many years, well over 100 years, more than 200 years. The majority of the population in Jamaica has been trying to unite the majority for the benefit of one another. As I heard some historian saying yesterday, I don't remember who it was, whether journalist or historian yesterday was pointing out that after hundreds of years of capturing African prisoners and bringing them to Jamaica, it was how much million them say? Something like more than 3 million. More than 3 million. Only per million African was brought here. And yet at the time when the so-called slave trade was finished, it was only 300,000 Africans that were alive here. The amount of African that was brought here alive, if them was allowed to live under better condition, them probably would have multiplied and become more and more. So if you bring some millions of African here over a period of years, them would have multiplied and become plenty more than that, those millions, maybe 10 times that millions. And yet them say, when the slave trade come to an end, it was only 300,000 African here still alive, just a fraction. Just a fraction. A matter of fact, when people was enslaved and brought to Jamaica, and to most places where enslavement take place, the way how them work you and treat you so wicked. You weren't expected to live more than say 5 years or them kind of way. 5 years before you're dead. You're dead from exhaustion, and you're dead from starvation, and you're dead from wicked treatment, punishment, and cruelty. Can you imagine? Yeah, the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Good morning, welcome. Morning and welcome.
Yes, Mr. Small.
Yes, Mr. Brown, where are you going?
Why, I'm not there. You see this phone now?
Yeah.
Sometimes when I call you, it go to voicemail. And this morning, the first me get it good.
That's good. That's why it's good to phone early in the program.
Yeah, and I've called early. I always try to call.
Yeah, man.
But Jerry, why me listen to you every day, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because no better than that. But you hear me now, Jerry?
Yeah.
Somebody bring off a rumor where they say Bargy is dead, you know?
Yes, I heard that rumor. Is true or is not true?
A rumor, man, but Dave Bargy is dead. That stink all over the place, man.
Well, for a little while it was smelling up the place.
Yeah, but it's not true. No, at one time me hear it, I'm not hear it on radio.
Yes, never heard. Yes, I only see it on some social media. But,
Yeah, but a lie.
Mm-hmm.
This man me hear him voice.
Oh, yeah, on a station?
I think upon Rich B station I hear.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so you want know, Mr. Smart.
Yeah.
I want a music for buy, a second-hand music for buy.
You mean a record player or a digital sound?
A component set.
Oh.
But I have a career there, but I try to get everything, but I want something like a bass, you know?
Yes, with some heavy bass.
Yeah, something like a bass.
Yeah, man, you deserve that, man.
I want a new one. I can buy one. I can buy son have one, but when I tell him to touch it, him don't. And play it, you know.
Yeah.
When I tell him to touch it up, I tell him to carry it out and room and come put it on my dress and I get it.
Yeah.
And him say he did have one when me mash up, but
oh,
mash up now.
So him not want it mash up again.
No, but me plug it out and plug it in.
Yeah.
And him claim say, me mash it up.
Oh.
You understand?
Oh, so you need one for yourself?
Yeah, me need one for myself, man.
I wonder if anybody else listen can have any idea where you can get a good second
I don't
component.
know I can get a second hand one.
Yeah, well,
No, can him buy a brand new one? He will have one, but I try to make it, and the engine inside go bad, but they say, them can't get. You know the part of the lead them pan it.
Lead? Eh? What you call lead?
Yes, some little thing like lead. I don't know as well. But
yes, I think some of the some of the speaker have some big magnet thing or
So him can't go to a guy out of Life and the guy charge him pay 1,500 and the guy look on it and say he can't fix and him lose him 1,500.
Oh boy, I tell you.
Yeah, sir. So now him get one from court. And then now a 20,000 him can pay for it.
That's a long time.
No man.
Can't get them now, cheap so?
I don't know. But you know, the courts have a place down King Street where them sell second hand things.
Where them repossess like people can't pay for the money and go back with it. Oh.
Well, I wait and listen when them have sale and things to go there.
If you did have somebody could have visit them all even once a week. Don't wait till them have a sick. If you wait till them have the sale by the time them put out that sound that you might reach late. If you have somebody who keep up with them regular and
but
themselves.
But we do that finish too, you know. I'm not fight if we get my one.
Right.
Let me check out for me.
Yes.
So 2 years a man around told me ask you because you know?
Yes, man. May I ask when me remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So me listen to you at daytime and everything.
Yeah, man. I'm glad to know you're tuning in.
But you not drive again?
Yes, man, but mostly walk.
Through the gas?
All kind of different things. Me walk through exercise. And me walk through gas sometime.
But you want to know, Jerry. You know, say, the most, you like electric vehicle?
Me? I never drive one yet. But
you don't drive one?
My wife have one where I have electric. Well, she know have it again. She have one where drive both electric and engine. I notice it.
She have one and know she drive?
No man, she have the one again, but she have one for a couple years where both electric and gas. And she don't even know when it on electric. You know. Sometimes I run quiet all when she reverse and them she don't realize the electric.
So wait, it just switch off a gas to electric?
Yeah man, that's how most of them work, you know. When it do certain job where it don't need the heavy power, just go on gas. So like a stop and a turn.
But me not hear that because me hear the minister say, all the chart say, them all get some bus, but a electric bus.
Yeah, I'm saying I go buy. I'm saying I go buy 50 bus.
Yeah.
But I want some of them electric.
And then after I want 100.
Yeah. You see, our money that you match at both and up here. And you know,
when them leave it, I did 400. And then
400 what?
Boss.
Yeah. And then what?
I know
one next card?
And 200 left and it.
Yeah. But you know, say $6 billion a year we have pay for the bus company though. Where it'll lose hundreds of millions every day, you know.
Yeah,
you
know, tax there now.
And not losing a thief it a thief. All the time himself saying I see him speed say he want to stop use the gas vehicle and the diesel vehicle because people inside their company are thief out the field. But I can't stay long. I have a next call. I was working there from the first day the first bus come on the road, you know, 1998. I mean, no, say a pure thief in that going there, you know.
Why them people are coming here tomorrow?
Yes, man, and I'm most a political supporter will get job in the company.
Yeah,
the most I think.
Ask you this, why them are coming here tomorrow, them people from England?
The people from England, them are coming for boost up wellness.
Okay.
And grab, and see what they can grab. I push them, you know. Thank you. I push them, man, them come to see what them can grab, man.
No, actually, the country want go Republic, why them are coming to try something?
Yes, them are help wellness.
Don't mind for go Republic.
All right. I'll call you back later. I'll take our next call.
Man.
Thank
you.
Right. Next call. Still there? Good morning and welcome. Sorry about that. Well, we have enough time to take the same call or another call. The numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. Good morning.
15. Brother Jerry.
Oh, go on.
Boy, there Jerry, the call us no better than there John Shop. If you think I like Axe Kaboo. I serious thing, man. There's a clear difference when you come here, though. Oh, by the way, I hear you mention Barry G a while ago. I just want to heal him up anyway in there, you know?
Yeah, in the upstairs, I'm they down on the ground floor.
in up on the ground floor. How the saying go again? Word of my demise was greatly. How you go again?
I don't know that saying that. Where is it? Go.
I gotta check it out and get back to you.
Yes.
I serious things. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Barry. You know, say a few weeks ago, Jeremy, I tried to Mandeville. Yeah, man, from one end to the other. And I want to tell you something, you know. I reflect on the days when I pass through Mandeville now, especially in the afternoon. At the various shops and plazas and even taxis and, you know, private motor vehicles.
Yeah.
All you can hear is Barry G, the boogeyman.
Yes.
Brainstorm, for those who know, those who don't know, and those who want to know.
Right.
Yeah, man. The king of afternoon radio, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Barry G, I hope you're in good hand, you know? I know that things are not what it used to be, but give thanks, you're still there.
Yes.
Harry, what a heap of young people are dead in a road accident.
Yeah, them in danger. Most time it's them in danger themselves.
Jeremy, can I tell you something? And my condolences goes out to those who are mourning because of recent or past, you know? Loss of life of their loved one in road accident. But Jerry, we have to face facts, you know? 90% of these accident. You believe that they happen by accident?
Well, them happen by accident, but also by fault.
Jeremy, can I tell you something? I know of individuals in the past, right, who have gotten warning from both family and friends. If you continue to drive careless, if you continue to drive hard on the road, you are go dead.
No, whether you drive hard on the road or not, you're going dead. But if you drive hard, if you continue to drive careless on the road, you're going dead by accident.
Exactly.
Not by old age.
I think, you know what I mean. It is no accident, Jerry. If an electrician are doing things careless, he might get the shock in life.
I'm dead.
And he might not live to regret it.
Shaka, I'm dead.
All right.
You know, say suicide is a crime, though.
So me get you understand.
Yeah.
But you only can be charged if you survive, right?
No, you can only be tried if you fail.
I think you have to go to the 11 o'clock break. I can scoop something and get back to you.
I pray say you live. I still have 2 minutes, but you want death early.
I think I need to adjust my
You're
clock.
tired of this life. You have an next call, eh?
I think I need to adjust this clock.
Clock battery dead, man.
Indeed. Yeah, man, it's a serious thing, Jerry.
Yes,
And you realize, most of the time, you know, if you hear about, let's say, for example, 300 deaths in road accidents for the year, you know, hear about 3,000 people who either lose a foot, a hand.
And that happened, that happened, but you don't hear.
Exactly. And it's a serious toll upon them financially, mentally, and physically.
Yeah, man, I'm on the family, the dependent and all that.
Thank you. As a matter of fact, Jerry, I submit to you that they need to highlight these things and not just the amount we're dead, because, I mean, when they're dead, you're gone, you know, I feel nothing. Highlight the one where they are suffer,
yeah. Even a few weeks ago, some people get shot at a dance or party.
Yeah.
And it is said that nobody was making any move, and a young lady said, boy, nobody helping, and she go down the road for her car, or it looked like she couldn't even drive good. She go down the road and get a car and come.
Yes.
And make them load up the person. And true, she not no experience, or she'll drive beyond her experience. She drive off with the person and try to reach doctor. And make a bad drive and crash the car. I must have 3 or 4 of them in the car dead, including the one who shall try help out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so you go. 11 o'clock, yeah?
Indeed.
Thank you very much.
You're listening to Bess
100.
Talking about transportation, transporting the past, the present, and the future generation. Whether taxi, private vehicle, or bike, your 2 bicycle wheel, them or a hike. Listen up quick, you coulda young or you old. Up on the bus, cause we are got the road.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling,
Full face-to-face classes are back in swing, and with that comes more students on the road as they commute to and from their respective schools. This makes the recent launch of the road safety clubs in some schools even more timely. I am Jeremy Nelson. Come make we do road safely right after this break.
Rio Grande to the south coast. Hotel workers and man wear off boat. This a for the craft vendors, red cap porters and transportation at airport. Jamaica tourism pension plan, building towards the future for tourism workers across the island. Retirement benefits to contributions. Every worker in the industry, permanent self-employed contract. For your service you deserve security. Yes you do. Tourism workers pension plan, build a bright future. Yes you can. Tourism workers pension plan, workers invest through contributions. All tourism workers age 80 to 59. Tourism workers pension plan.
Start making your contributions for a brighter future.
For further information, visit mot.gov.jm or call 876-920-4926-30.
Launch of this Road Safety Club is a follow-up to the ICDP2 Safe Passages project, which aims to provide a safe environment for students as they traverse specific roadways and thoroughfares in the vicinity of selected school campuses.
Transport Minister Audley Shaw speaking at the official launch of the Jamaica Social Investment Fund JSIF Safe Passage, Safe Routes to School Road Safety Clubs in Kingston. In welcoming the launch of the clubs, Minister of Education and Youth Favour Williams noted that they will have a positive impact on overall road safety.
And as you know, these communities generally have a history of inadequate social infrastructure. And generally these communities have schools that are within them or close by.
The participating institutions are Treadlight Primary in Clarendon, Hope Valley Experimental Primary and Infant School in Kingston, Augustown Primary in St. Andrew, Roehampton Primary, Salt Spring Primary, and Brickersteth Primary and Infant School in St. James, and Greenwich All Age in St. Catherine. Minister Shaw is appealing to motorists to look out for children on the roadways to bring road fatalities down. Statistics from the Road Safety Unit, the RSU in the ministry, indicate that 25 children aged 0 to 17 years were among the 487 Jamaicans who died as a result of road crashes last year.
I want to say to every person in this country who drives a vehicle, our children and pedestrians, adults too, who are on the road, they can't control the vehicle. And I'm urging all drivers, look out for our pedestrians and be responsible.
Data from the RSU also reveals that the main causes of crashes for 2021 were excessive speeding, drivers failing to keep to the correct side of the road, overtaking inappropriately, and of note, pedestrian error. Up to March 9 this year, 4 children have already died on the nation's roads.
This mayhem can only be stopped through behavioral change and discipline. We have a duty to our children to preserve them on the roads, at school, in our homes. This especially as we adjust to the return of full face-to-face classes. Let's use the opportunity of the return to face-to-face classes for everybody to become more responsible citizens of Jamaica and protect our children.
Minister of Transport and Mining, Audley Shaw. And that's where we are going to let you off for the road this week. I am Jeremy Nelson, and until next time, you could walk, ride, take taxi or bus. Road safety begins with you, so be responsible anytime you do road.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
Value yourself, man. Believe in yourself. It starts with the love of self. The money and the clothes are right, but what matters is a positive mindset, a hopeful spirit. Yeah, man. No focus on things, man. Things don't make the man. Man make the things. Self-love is the greatest love higher. Stop look left and look right and look into yourself. I want to you. Live up. Keep it positive and live your life. Now watch the hype. All a meditation, don't you lose your mind. Live up. Don't give up. Slash said that. Man.
Half a tree, one and drive, half a tree. Bossy, how you do I take taxi star?
Jano, I want to tell you, say, 2 months now, my transmission mash up, and me check everybody and can't hear nothing positive.
You hear me? You waste all that time I shop around and never call the experts. Winters Auto have them. Them have over 35 years of experience and them diagnose the problem and get back your transmission brand new. For them service excellent and efficient. Trust me, man. You hear me? Call them at 929-7040 or go to them at 106 Maxfield Avenue, Kingston 13 and talk directly to the boss. Just tell them I'm me, send you.
You big star. Yeah, man. Respect my boss.
Yeah, try calling her, cause trust me.
Waiters Auto Spares and Repairs, good afternoon.
What a relief.
He's coming back.
Yes, indeed, it's redemption time with Apostle Clive Campbell presenting a life-changing, life-challenging message to encourage, inspire, and motivate you towards your destiny. Every Tuesday night from 9:30 p.m. until 12:30 a.m. and on Saturday from 9 o'clock until 10, right here on Bess 100 FM. It's redemption time.
I'm standing firm.
Are you stressed? Are you faced with trauma? Well, this is the program for you. Join Royton McLaren for youth resilience and empowerment every Monday from 7:30 to 8 p.m. on Best 100.5 FM.
Praise the Lord, praise the Lord. God is good. This is already pastor and friend, Reverend Simon Peter Jones, inviting you, my friends, to listen every Tuesday evening on Best 100 FM at 7:30 p.m. for the program The Voice of Hope, as we extend hope to the hopeless in this dying world. God is good. Be encouraged. Hope is in the Lord.
Melody, melody, melody in our voice. Kemisha plays the music nice. Melody, melody, melody in our voice. Kemisha full of vibes. Best FM run the town. Yes, I run the town. Hear me loud and clear. They run the country and the town, or the far and near. Bless the love into to Empress Kamisha on Best FM, and it's all about the resetting. Mondays to Thursdays, 2 to 5 p.m. on Best FM. Keep it locked. This is Warrior King, the Black Emperor. Come on, tune in.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats Best FM.
Yes, good morning and welcome back to the program. We're into the second hour of the program here now. Today is Monday, the 21st of March 2022. And the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. Yes, I don't get to read it yet, but I see an extensive article. Look like it representing an interview with Beverly Manley, out of which probably I heard her comments about Michael Manley not even being on speaking terms with Siaga for years. Not even being on speaking terms with Siaga for years. And so much so that when he wanted to pass an information to Siaga or to find out anything, he usually send message through you, Shira, who was the Prime Minister of a government to Siaga, was a minister in a Shira government, and afterwards him organized and defeated Shira and take over the Labour Party while the Labour Party was in opposition in the 1970s. Because the main reason why Siaga did do that is because Siaga and his set of people, his clique of people, they determined that Shira was too soft and could not lead the Labour Party in any meaningful way in opposing the PNP. So when the PNP win the government in 1972, and Shira was leader of the opposition, Siaga and his people estimated that Shira would be no match for the PNP and for Michael Manley. Furthermore, Shira and Michael Manley was a long-time friend and colleague from the trade union movement. Shira used to head and lead the Bustamante Industrial Trade Union for years, while Michael Manley was the head and leader of the NWU for years, although they were rivals and serious rivals. They was also very good friends and related from a distance also. Anyway, when Siaga took over the Labour Party in 1974, defeat Shira for the leadership of the Labour Party, that is when the fight stepped up. When the political fight and the Cold War and then the hot war of murder and killings and violence step up terrible under the leadership of Siaga. And Beverly Manley expressing how much Michael Manley never did reconcile or did come to any terms of even a civilized contact with Siaga. Never couldn't him talk with one another. And yet now this government, I try put the two of them picture upon piece of money as if they were giant leaders in the building of Jamaica. Like how them used to pretend that Bustamante and Manley father was giant leaders and cousin closely related. Giant leaders in the building up of Jamaica. We have some music there. The numbers again are 619-1508, 619 and 1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. We have Multa Baruka. Multa Baruka did make a semi-musical commentary upon these hypocritical political leaders in Jamaica, and is a great comment not only on the pretended co-leadership of Michael Manley and Siaga, is a commentary on the present administration, the Labour Right administration under wholeness, who becoming, and people recognizing, becoming more dictatorial in intention and trying to become a bully. When he's a bully already, I don't know how much of an accomplished bully. You have a call there? Alright, let's get to the telephone. Tomorrow we'll come back to Mutabaruk and the People's Court. After them I pretend like them is the People's Court, them the Parliament, them wholeness. Let's get to the telephone. Good morning. Welcome to the program. Oh, go on.
But let me ask you something, just like how your station, you see, like the JLP FM station, I know.
Yes.
I know they with current affair and everything. No,
hold on.
Like
wait, no, hold on, please. Don't. I hear you talking about another station, and then I hear you say, no. You say like how the JLP.
No, sorry, boss. You know, something is happening. I have to my P's and my Q when I start to, you know.
Yeah, because P different from Q. That's what that means, you know. P different from Q. So therefore, you have to depend on your P's if I P you mean, I have to depend on Q if I Q me.
True. No, like I said, no, sir, the advertisements in current affair, I mean, no, sir, with the morning show and your show now. But you know, sir, I realize I just certain station alone the current affair when time this station they late him and you own this and now. Same thing anytime my broadcast anything, I just the JLP FM station me here, you know.
No, you're not explaining. No, hello.
Yes, sir.
You've been talking for about 2 minutes, but you're not explaining what you mean properly.
No, I'm saying to you.
Simple, just keep it simple. Don't repeat the same words. If the same words never explain things properly, it don't make sense use about the same words. Explain simpler what you really mean. Just talk what you really mean.
Yes, sir. I said that your station not advertising the current affair. When we hear anytime the JLP have a little broadcast and stuff, it's just most of that station alone really advertise, you know.
Which station?
Nationwide.
It's on a nationwide, you hear
me argue to them both stations really. I mean I can't listen to the station at once, but
alright, you hear those stations. You hear those stations what broadcasting or endorsing what wholeness say?
Especially nationwide, you know.
Yes.
Right, that station they can't do nothing wrong really.
Yes,
like the Prime Minister can't really do nothing wrong, you know.
You say for nationwide wholeness and the liberate can't do nothing wrong.
Yeah, when you hear him talking in defense of
when you say him, it's not only one voice on nationwide.
Yeah, man, like on nationwide, like when time Cliff Hughes come on, and really Cliff Hughes really like from 10 to 2 o'clock.
Most of the presenters on that station, they endorse the Labour Right Administration wholeheartedly, yes.
Yeah.
Well, all over the world, you have stations, radio station, television station, newspaper, magazine that endorse one political group or another.
Yeah.
And in America, you have some who endorse the Republican Party all the while, and you have some who endorse the Democrat all the while, and you have some who not so rigid in sticking on to one. So in Jamaica, you have that also.
Yeah.
And at one time, you have a station where Perkins even used to call PNP FM. Just like how you call this station, like how you calling that station now JLP FM. There was a station that.
I know the next station, you know, Jerry.
What's that?
If it's okay to call names still, you know?
Yeah.
Because them I say like the RJR, it more lean to the PMP side, you know?
You mean at this time?
Not really, you know.
Well, yeah, sometime the RJR, the Glean and the PNP was like enemies one time, and not for a long time. And after a while, them become much more friendly in recent years.
Oh, okay.
Matter of fact, right here now, I have a newspaper here from 22 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
See it, yeah? A newspaper from almost exactly 22 years ago. the 7th of March 2000, explaining how Michael Manley did a sue the Gleaner. Michael Manley was suing the Gleaner and some Gleaner journalists, and the PNP was pushing that fight for Michael Manley suing the Gleaner and some Gleaner journalists. Till when some things exposed, Michael Manley just dropped the case quick. Because at that time Gleaner was like a main enemy. Gleaner and JLP was the two main enemy.
Yeah.
And the thing about it, them draw my old man in it,
Yeah, man.
Because my old man did ask him to do an inquiry about some wicked violence we go on. And when my old man did the inquiry, him bring out some evidence that is the one of the top PNP minister was a top gangster gunman. And the PNP never liked that at all. And the Gleaner print some things where hurt Michael Manley and the PNP, and them decide to sue the Gleaner. And when it come out in the case, them find out say my old man did send a report to the Gleaner. Him send the same report to the Prime Minister Manley now. Yeah, listen or yeah, beard.
Okay.
What me just say?
No, sorry, I may step on the work. I may get a little bit distracted a while ago, see?
You get a little what?
No, I say come outside, I step on the work, so I get a little bit distracted still, you know? So, the last part, I never get to hear the last part there.
Anyway, yes, you always have media house and journalists and radio station and newspaper. We take side in our politics. And as you were suggesting that the Gleaner is more for the PNP. Now, there was a time when the Gleaner was the PNP biggest enemy apart from JLP. And just by coincidence, I bring a paper 22-year-old from March 2000, 22 years ago, where it was being explained why Michael Manley and the PNP dropped one case against the Gleaner. Because some information come out say one of them top minister was a top gangster. We organize and send some man go burn down one house and kill about 10 people, including some baby.
Yeah.
Because them want the house to build house under Ministry of Housing, and that man was the Minister of Housing. When named Tony Spalding. You know?
Yeah.
And the PNP was framing the JLP first as the JLP send gunman go burn down the house and kill a pig, you know. Well, little more it come out that is PNP gunman and that the PNP minister do it. So the two parties are very similar, you know. JLP and PNP, both of them do the exact same kind of thing. The two of them have two set of gang where murder thousands of Jamaican people.
Yeah, man, I grew up on it, and I can't remember my name, Mr. Swan. You know, so I want to bring up a little something too. You know, I'm just far from, but when I was a youth, I grew up, you know. I used to remember how my own friend, them, you know, as a youth, them have vexed, you know, and the youth, them not fully understand, you know, because them grew up in the PNP yard, and then the next one grew up in and it's like the vexation, the amount of war, and you know, and fight when they used to go on, and I can't remember my name, Mr. Somali. I look at it, I mean, as a youth, you know, I look at it, I always wonder, where when the Labour right win? At the time I used to go primary school, where when the Labour right win, them change the uniform to green. And when time the Labour
No. Them who change uniform to green, who?
The school itself.
Which school?
The girls.
Which school?
A school in a Clarendon, I don't really
Which school?
As a primary school in a Clarendon.
Change uniform to green?
Yeah, it was a primary school at the time. It always changed from green. When the Labour right in the primary school, the uniform changed to green. And then it's also the girls still in the car, you know, we wear khaki uniform, so it never really affect me. But as me as a youth, I used to observe them things. So why them always change the uniform from green to red? I mean, I said, it's like them are bringing the politics in at the school, but we not really understand that certain manner. We like need to observe it. And I said, why you know, normally a school don't really change the uniform I mean, I say look like politics in the up to the local school politics, the senior versus maybe the principal or the teacher, them, you know.
Yeah.
So many things, from long time, serving good things, but we are youth now, we have to observe, or overlook, you know. And my little virgin Mario, so long we are a talk about it. You know, and if you go to some big man about it and things, them even to really see it still.
No,
you know?
some of them see it, but some of them don't want to explain.
Jerry,
yeah.
you have a caller, you see. Upon the same clip station sometime on the evening program, and we listen to the man. And if you hear the man talking, the man go on wicked and nobody talk about and the whole listen, I have to really wonder. Sometimes I tell me I vex because I say come like this man I live on the whole yard, you know. And I say it's a big man with the same age. I say it's a big man, and I say enough of them man are part of the problem why the country I see it so same way.
A big boy.
Part of the problem.
Yeah, okay. Alright, we're going to go and discuss with some other people. We can call back later.
Alright, Mr. Samal.
Thank you very much. Do you have any more calls? Yeah? Good morning, welcome. Welcome, are you there? Good morning and welcome to the program. Are you there? Alright. So now imagine after these two men, especially in the 70s, lead two army who was killing thousands of one another and also thousands of innocent Jamaicans who don't involved. And now, Wholeness and him clique want to put the two-man picture on one money, pretending as if they have now unified Jamaica and Jamaica is doing well. Because this is the kind of lie that they tell, you know. They are unifying Jamaica and Jamaica is doing very well now. And them will move forward. Anyway. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Small.
How are you doing, ma'am?
That's too bad. Yeah. And good morning to all the listeners. And a shout out to Arian.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. When you have the time, some Thursday me didn't write down this. When you have the time, you play that song for Alien. Lay down your arms and come.
Oh, a burning spear.
Yes. Yes. I just want to relax my mind a little about the birds.
Yes.
Yes. You know that they have there is a bird that fly down and pick up chicken.
Yes, ma'am.
And they call him a hawk.
Yeah, chicken hawk.
Yes. And them even challenge the big fowl too.
Even big one. Some of the bigger hawk carry some fowl almost weigh same like them.
Yes. You know, when we were growing up, my mother, you know, used to raise the chicken, the fowl and the chickens.
Yeah.
You know, we lose many chickens.
Yeah, man, when we live in country, both as a little boy and as a pre-teenager and teenager spend time on holiday in a country. People always look out from time to time. And when you see the hawk a circle, you hear people shout from yard to yard of country say, hawk then here.
Yes.
The hawk then here, and people start running them yard fowl in the house or in the coop.
Yes.
And who can't bother who say boy them a go done cook before them go to running chicken.
Yes.
When they take a stop, them cook the rice and by the time them run go out, the chicken gone, a pure rice, a barefoot rice on my feet.
That's true. And remember, we used to have a saying and say, hawk, don't come here.
Yes.
Step on salt there for you.
Yes. I have one
yes.
say, not just so, yes. Chicken Mary, hawk then here.
Yes,
we'll sing it in one of them music, you know, in them first big hit there. Simmer down.
Yes.
Say chicken, a pure proverb, a pure Jamaican proverb, and a few Bible proverb whalers always singing. Most of the group, them usually sing some Jamaican proverb and Bible proverb.
Yes.
One time people them used to say, was sweet nanny goat, I go run in belly.
Yeah. you know.
You know why? You know why sweet nanny goat running belly? You know why that? Them say that?
Yeah, when like you hold on to something and then you think it's good, it's something good for you.
Yeah, you overeat that thing there. Like me used to raise goat. I mean, I say goat, when the grass too sweet, it's not good for the goat. And when, you know, on certain kind of grass we have in, when grass too sweet, you see? And then now through me that you have all salt, you have salt where you give goat feet, you know. A big block of salt like a brick or a stone, you know. Because the goat need the salt. And the salt help them drink, because goat hardly drink water, you know.
Yeah.
And then now through me bake, then now one time I go throw away some sugar will get contaminated. And the goat, some of the goat them go eat it. A pure running belly, you know. So I think them are sweet nanny goat, including the sweet grass.
Yeah.
And when them have running belly, the food, all the food them I eat now benefit them in the car, just go in and just come out back without them getting no nutrition. So you go to all get sick or mager down, even though them I eat belly full every day. Anyway, long story is that as you was saying about the chicken hawk.
Yes. So I was just talking about the goat. I got just chicken a little with a little story. My brother used to raise some goat.
Yeah.
And then now he went out to the out by the town, and then me say, you know, never teach some milk, you know.
Yeah.
And we went up there and about 5 of the goats I was trying to milk to get some milk from.
Yes.
And I don't get no milk. Every time I try, him swallow. Me they must swallow. They must swallow. You know.
The goat a swallow.
I don't get, yeah.
And when him swallow, look like when him swallow the milk, no milk, him just stop the milk from come out.
Right. You know, I'm saying, me here for leave before my brother come back. So one day now, I discuss with him, and then he must tell me. They ask him question about milking and goat and stuff. And him say, yeah, when you goat now want you milk them and then swallow, you never get no milk.
Are the goat smart, you know? You know, say goat is one of the most intelligent animal.
Yes.
Yeah, man, because the goat, no, you take away milk and them kid now get none. All him do, man, him just hiccup by you or swallow by you.
Right.
You could have sucked salt. You know, I get none. Right. And you know, say goat goat look two sides before them cross road.
Yes.
Oh, you know that?
I watch them too.
Yes, me watch them. Me know the time me watch them. Me take all picture of goat. Goat use all pedestrian crossing, you know. Some people believe a joke me I make. You have a pedestrian, especially a pedestrian crossing on the Spanish Town bypass and near Salt Factory. Sometimes you see all 2, 3, 4, 5 goat line up there wait.
Yes.
And then I look two sides, you know. All three sides. When I say the three sides, I mean them look that way and then them look back the other way, because them know so something can come up late on them.
Yes.
And you hardly see goat get licked down by a vehicle. Every other animal, cow, dog, everything. Rarely you see a get goat, because the goat, them alert. And most time a goat get licked down by a vehicle, them sick. Them so sick, you see them belly big. You know, some have when them belly big, them have again, you lose them cud and sometimes them lose them cud and you see them belly big and them foot mager.
I hear this bush, you know, and not so.
Yeah.
But people they say they go eat the leaf of it, them lose them cud and.
Yes. And if you lick the goat, that's why you have animal, you know, feel treat them. If you lick goat, them lose them cud easy, you know. Lick them, you know.
Okay.
I have all a goat foot broken, you know. You know, say a lady I work with me, I give her work, I help me a bake. And the woman broke my goat foot, you know, because the goat, them come up in the kitchen all the while, you know. Because we have peel potato for bake, and we have peel all kind of thing and coconut trash and all, and the goat, them through the goat tame, because, you know, children, them love the goat, them and the goat, them tame. All of our goat, you know, I'll 30-yard goat me have sometimes. And the goat, them I just come up in the kitchen, because them coming on as they throw down something. If you throw it loose, it's not drop in the garbage. You just grab it and they will lay it there. She tired for them come up on, but we tolerated it, because we and the goat used to wander. And the lady, one day I see the lady I lick after one of the goat, And one day I come home and one of my goat foot broken, and my children tell me now. And I said to myself, no, the children do that, and the children lick the goat. And so I watch about 2 days. And I see the woman lick after the next goat, and I realize, the woman that broke my goat foot.
Yeah.
And I carry the goat, go up at the vet up at work garden. And the vet tell me, boy, I have got to destroy the goat now, because goat now keep quiet and make them foot heal up. So all when you, and so the man send me away. So I go down in my yard and I get some stick, some board. I get 2 pieces of board about 8 to 10 inches long and put 2 sides of the goat leg where it broken. 2 sides like splint, And I bind up the goat, the 2 pieces of board around the 2 sides of the goat, one inside and one outside, and bind it up tight, that him can't move it, Him can only a tip on it and a hop. And so my goat foot get better and it, I mean, I have no experience on them thing, but I just watch and common sense. And the goat did pregnant, and that's the main reason why I made one save that goat now, because the goat did pregnant when the foot broke,
Yeah.
And the foot get better and the goat drop off the kid, them to 3 kids. I feel so good, when you learn something, or when you try something, or when you do something proper, it's nothing nicer than when you do something properly, or you do the right thing, and you get good result. It does strengthen you. You never want to smoke herb for smoke. If you drink liquor, you never want to drink, because the satisfaction where you get, you just sit down and realize, boy, it's not only smoking is a nice thing in life. That's how life is, life reward you. All kind of different
Yes, so true. A good thing you never give up, because, it would make you give up and, lose.
Yeah, man. You lose the goat, you lose the mother, and you lose the 3 kids.
Right.
I tell you.
So, yeah, man. So, we have some other little birds here, but then I'll go, maybe next time we talk about.
Yeah, man. Call again about the other bird. Thank you very much, yeah?
All right.
Have a next one there. Next call. Good morning, welcome. Good morning, welcome. Are you there? Not there? All right, I'm going to play Muta Baruka. People's Court, them a politician will go and like them a High Court and Supreme Court and dictate. I will go and like him a decree, him a make decree. Putin. Same resemble Putin. Let's hear Muta Baruka, the People's Court.
Order. Now my court is in session. Will you please stand? First, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Judge 1000 Years. Some people call me Judge Better Must Come. I am from Africa, and I come to try all you politicians for selling out black people. In my court, only me talk, as I am vexed. This is the people's court. Now what you have here today?
Well, Your Honor, we have defendants, Senator Sankey Singh and Senator Change Your Mind. Also here is Mr. Religious Belief, but I think we shall deal with the senators today. At a later date, we will deal with religious belief.
All right. Politician Sankey Singh and politician Change My Mind. You are brought here for tricking black people by promising them good living every 5 years. You have been selling out black people to foreigners.
Your Honor.
Hush up. And not finished yet. What you want to do? Promise me to? I see the rich getting richer and the poor dying.
Your Honor, fundamentally, if I might say something at this point in time.
Shut up! This is the people's court, and I'm not allowing any politicking here. If you disturb me again, I will give you 1,000 years for contempt of court. You are also charged for charging people too much taxes because of your mismanagement, spending money then taxing the people for it. You keep borrowing money from the IMF and the World Bank in the people's name, continuing the oppression of black people by the same colonial masters. Why you can't learn? No so-called third world country have been able to break loose from these money hawks. You have black people in a vicious cycle.
If it wasn't for me, black people in this country would still be worshipping the Statue of Liberty. Well, tell me how come you change your mind now?
Shut up! What you trying to do? Confuse the court? I am giving you both 1,000 years on the first account. From 1938 until now, you have been dividing black people. You're promising the people them right back into slavery. No. The only thing you have been truthful about is your thing about out of many one.
Your Honor, that was taken from my Uncle Sam.
Yes, there's only one people that clean the street. It's one people that eat out of garbage heap. One people that cut sugar cane. One people in the sun and rain. And one people that tile. And it's one people that see a collect the kyle. And speaking of Uncle Sam, I shall also charge you for giving rise to crack and cocaine in this country by killing off the ganja plant that used to help our foreign exchange deficit. I am giving you 1,000 years for the crimes of Anthony Gurley, Godfather Don, and Mr. Crackstone.
But your Honor,
shut up! You should be hanged, but I shall be lenient and give you both 1,000 years. I have been noticing that in your airports, only outgoing passengers are caught with drugs, but never tourists. Yet we don't grow cocaine here, but it keeps getting more common and common.
But the tourist business is very vital to our national development.
Vital? Vital to who? With your all-exclusive hotels? Tourists will soon think that Negroes are next island by itself. You claim that the poor can't take no more, but you're not giving them anything. I see more Benz than nada, and I hear that a car that costs 20,000 in Miami costs 800,000 here. What you do with all those extra money at customs? You keep talking about tourist harassment. What you call what them doing with Jamaicans in foreign? Every day them talking about Jamaican posse.
Your Honor, as you can plainly see, when I was in power, things were going to get right. I had all the white people with money on my side. All the brown people were starting to feel as if they were living in Miami.
But what about black people?
Well, as I was just getting around to them, I lost the elections, Your Honor.
That is no excuse, Your Honor. Before him, black people were getting very self-sufficient. Brown people were starting to acquire homes in Miami.
That is because they were running away, Your Honor.
White people started to say, I and I.
Your Honor, if it wasn't for him and his black ideology, we would reach much further.
Your Honor, him never have poor people on the mind. That is why we're having so much trouble now.
Your Honor, is him change, not me.
Your Honor, him have a party of gangs. Is him say so himself.
Shut up! I see no difference between both of you. You both following the same thing. That has and is still keeping down black people.
When you're not in power, Your Honor, it is easy to say this and that. But when you have power, it is very different. A different song you have to sing.
I am giving you both another 1,000 years. None of you have the solutions to black people problem. I suggest you read the philosophy and opinions of Marcus Garvey. Study him carefully, then I might just grant your pardon. And another thing, before on the beginning of the sentence, both of you should visit Arcade and see how poor women run business from nothing. Let the domestic helpers show you how to use $130 to feed a family of 6 for 1 week. Now take them away.
Yes, that is Muta Baruka. And we have somebody going to comment upon this political situation. Muta Baruka outline go on from the 60s, come right up until now, and the things that worse now. But before we have that guest, that was 5 minutes we have. We're going to take a call. Good morning and welcome.
Blessed morning, Bongo, Jerry.
Well, go on.
Give thanks and praise. They are going to hold it and take in the program as usual. You see?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. You know, to the heart, you know. And then, in the pitches, you run about a town of space, you know.
Come again.
The hawk, them.
The hawk, yeah.
No, me say the hawk, we are talking about the hawk.
Yeah, the hawk.
Thin and fall hawk.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, me say the picture run them out of town enough time, the picture them.
Yeah, picture run both hawk and Janko.
Yeah, man, the whole of them, man, the picture run them out of town, man. Small as just with the picture them.
Yeah, you know the picture do though. You mean of them neck, you know?
Yeah, sensitive, you know.
Him pitching at them neck and pick out them neck. And worse like a Janko neck, no have no ear, and it's red and raw. Yeah. Picture pitching the 2 times and leave town like him your news.
Yeah, man. See, so the other day when we hear say one of the political party make a false alarm.
But what?
So you have to play the tune, the nitty-gritty, man. Nitty-gritty have a tune, a false alarm, no?
Oh, what?
Yeah, man, you should have played that tune upon them, man. Because when I say Andrew Holness be judge and everything, I want to make some decision over the people. Them.
Boss him, no?
Yeah, boss, yeah.
If him can do that openly in a parliament, and mock and jeer the public of Jamaica, or the public of Jamaica, I'm a mock and jeer, no? When charge all $1 million for violate COVID regulation, and him a mock and jeer. And we the people in mock and jeer. So if him can do that in a public with camera, can you imagine what kind of thing these people do in secret?
Man.
Can you imagine?
They had a secret organization, no, the people fear of them, no. So a secret organization mean cult, no. So
cult.
A cult, yeah. Understand? So they had a cult, no, the people fear of them. But you have to fearless youth nowadays, no, so why understand them have to be careful, no, because why things are get more than bad, no, the cup are full, no.
Yeah.
Understand? See, now when the cup full, you don't know how you go.
Yeah.
See, the youth, them are get wise up, no, can give thanks to the daughter, they were in the Sister Kabu program yesterday, in a wise up nation with the information there.
Yeah. Only for information through the law, which is study and all them way she wise up people.
Yeah, man.
And then our next lady was on it, you know. Our next lady was on it. She's not a lawyer, but she's the head of I think she's the head of a law school. She named Dr. Hamilton. She organized some more citizens now to go protest against the Queen grandson and his wife who have come here. And I hear say them write a letter. I charge them for the wickedness what them do over the years, them and them family. I mean, here say 100 well-known Jamaicans sign the letter, you know.
Man.
So you find, say now, some of the comfortable people, the people better off and educated and live nice. Some of them now realize, them not going to live comfortable as long as the majority of people. Some of them realize long time now, but it takes time for people to make up their mind, you know. And a lot of time people don't make up their mind till them reach late in their life.
Yeah.
And them don't have to go struggle no more. Them decide to take some risk. Because when you come out and declare them thing, you know, you take a risk. So you might lose your property or they might penalize you, you know.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah, man, that's true, man.
Then my old man exposed some politician one time in 1976. So the paper, yeah. I don't even read it yet. If I get a little more, I read it out. My old man exposed some politician, you know, some of the chief politicians, so them are gangsters and them go kill. Them go burn down a place and kill 10 people and throw all pick the back in the fire. Politician, you know, and them name them, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, say them organize and charge him some millions of dollars in a back tax and go dig up some paper. To spite and them same one give him the inquiry for do, you know. Same was a retired judge. And when them exposed and said them same one the government murder the people them. Then dig up some back tax. Them dig up some back tax and send them charge him some back tax, some whole heap of million of dollars and broke him, you know.
Yeah, man. I'm glad I feel good that both up the week there.
Then I feel him, then I see him old man wig where they expose the gangster. I feel him wig. I feel him wig burn up, you know.
Yeah, man, can you realize now it's still a lower? You don't know.
Them realize long time, but there comes a time when people make up their mind. That's why I'm not to push people now. Although they might believe some I push them. I don't want to push people because I don't expect everybody to do the things that I'm willing to do. But there comes a time when some people go and stand up. But there's a Babylon trouble. Especially people who used to serve Babylon one time and decide that them not serve them no more.
True.
I have soldiers and police going to take the stand by the thousands. You didn't know that?
Yeah, man, see you don't know, and then I like what I want.
That's why I won't listen to what. That's why I won't listen to all of them. Them keep money foreign, you know.
Yeah.
And them know so they might have a book out.
Runway, if anything, them copy runway.
That even run like how them fly. Because when pitch here, pitch in them neck.
Yeah.
Fly all past them nest, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bless up here, I play the nitty-gritty tune, the father alarm.
I write it down. I can't guarantee, but I write it down.
Yeah, man. Bless up here, man. Give thanks. Yeah, man.
Well, thank you very much, here. All right. We have a guest here now. We only have a few minutes. 6 minutes, we're going. Mikey Mystic, we're going.
Yes.
Give him some camera there. Oh, near up. Come, no, don't joke. You have to come near. Near up. Yeah, we have a guest here. He's a whole-time promoter. Producer and artist. And what do you think about the present situation? Hear me now. I just play a piece of music by Muta Baruch. I hear Muta if you have, I put them on trial, like how some more for go on trial.
Yeah, really good to be here with you, Bongo Jerry. I must, let me say, commend you on this type of revolutionary program that you have. There's none like this program, and I want to give thanks for it. Let me say greetings to all your listeners out there, and thanks for tuning in, and really good to be here.
Well, you only have a few minutes. Tell me, you have some concern about the political situation.
Yeah,
what you going to do?
My objective here is to establish the Millennium United movement. I can't believe that Jamaican has been so passive, that they have seen what the two political parties has been doing over the years, and yet they continue to support them, and they continue to allow them to lead them astray. Even looking at the present situation, it can't get any worse. So we get some people together and decided to establish the Millennium United movement, in which we want to be a voice for those who are voiceless. I want to be part of the the big decision making of what is happening to our Jamaican people. What has been happening to our let me say, leaders who have gone before, who have fought so much, who have laid a solid foundation for us to continue, and we allow these people who are full of trickery, who only follow that which of those who have tricked us before, these wicked people, the English colonizers, and all those. And the two parties, none of them is better than the other. The two of them continue to trick people from one hand onto the other. So we are asking, people out there, let us come together. One of our first objectives is to ask this government to take away the tax from the gas. The gas tax is one of the first things that we want to ask them to remove. Because even sometimes when the oil go down so low, we still don't benefit from the reduction of the gas price. So those out there who want to be a part of us, let me say we can be had at 789-3925. Let us come together. Let us unite against
789 what?
3925. 789-3925. Let us unite against these two evil powers, because things can't get any worse, and it's getting worse and worse by the minute. People are suffering.
By the way, all over Jamaica?
Yes. Maybe not in some little
Which part of Jamaica you born and grow?
Spalding, Clarendon.
Oh, okay.
But I've gone to some places which were at the first I'm here, and I've gone to a little place them called Nutshell. I don't know if you've heard of that little place. It's in St. Catherine.
Part of St. Catherine.
When you go Linstead and go up.
Where?
Into some hills there. It's the first I've been up there. They call it Nutshell.
All right, going back to your objective.
Yes, so the Millennium United Party, our movement, is a movement that want to establish, a foundation in which we get rid of these two political parties. We're going to form our leaders by the people choosing the leaders through one forum, not through two forums, not through...
So who will help you so far?
Well, I have some overseas people who say they're willing to be a part of it, and we have a few people from all over, Jamaica. We meet at the Pegasus every Thursday, and yes,
only by invitation.
No. But if you
what
call,
time of day?
3 o'clock each Thursday. So if one call and we got your name and we can make arrangement for you to be there. We don't want to be overcrowded at the moment, but call 789-3925 and you can be let me say arrangement can be made for you to be in attendance.
All right, so that there are people. Even up to yesterday, we heard of 100 prominent citizens come together and decide to take some action in Jamaica. That means so they're more sick of the administration. Yeah.
Yes,
some of them
man.
used to support both political parties. And so therefore, more and more, every month, every week, you hear of this. So that is many people making the same effort like you.
Mm-hmm.
You might have to come together with some of them.
Well, the last
Don't leave that.
the last general election, it was only 37% went to the poll.
Yeah.
That means to say 63% of people saying, boy.
So you realize that other people making the same move like you. So you might have to, many alliances might have to take place.
Yes, no problem. As long as
so just like how you have Jamaica is so great in track and field, many schools have many great youth.
Right.
But all of the youth them come together in a championship.
Yes.
And afterwards, sometimes that championship become a trials.
That's right.
For the national team.
That's right.
So this
a lot of people are really concerned, and they have some voiceless people out there who we can't allow to sit aside and just be passive.
Well, the time done, Until the next time is now midday.
Yes. All right, Bongo Jerry, really good to be with you, and
repeat the number one time.
789-3925, and good to be here with you, Bongo Jerry. You've been doing a great work.
Thank you very much.
I want to commend you and continue to do a great work.
Yeah, thank you very much. Midday, that's Nike Mystic.
You're listening to Bess
100. Good day, I'm Anthony Morgan with the JIS Midday News for Monday, March 21. Coming up, government reviewing proposal for hydro water project, work to start on Montego Bay Perimeter Road project in new fiscal year, and preparations underway for Diaspora Conference. The news in detail after the break.
Become the hero on the scene by taking the COVID vaccine. Get vaccinated as soon as you get all the facts. Don't listen to the rumors. This vaccine might just make it possible for teachers to sit face to face with schoolers. This vaccine make it safer for everybody, from the young to the elderly. Don't you want to go back to living normally when things were more orderly? And if you want to live a long good life, then we all have to do what's right. So let's get vaccinated along with the heroes on the front line.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, Government of Canada, and Pan American Health Organization.
Now the news. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the government is reviewing a proposal from a consortium to implement a pumped storage hydroelectric and water systems project. The Prime Minister notes that the project has the potential to solve the water scarcity problems of the Kingston metropolitan area. The project will also generate a significant amount of hydroelectric power, providing energy savings to the government.
The project involves deep-sea desalination and pumping the fresh water into reservoirs at high elevations using solar. The fresh water will be gravity-fed downhill through hydro power turbines generating electricity. The water will then be channeled to reservoirs downstream to be used for household purposes and irrigation.
Mr. Holness was making his budget debate presentation in the House of Representatives recently. He says once the review is complete, the government will enter into negotiations with the consortium towards an agreement to fast-track implementation. The initiative will also be designated a Jamaica 60 National Development Project. The government has signed a contract with China Harbour Engineering Company Czech for the execution of the Montego Bay Perimeter Road project. The $274.5 million project is set to get underway in the new fiscal year. It will be the first major highway development financed with Jamaica's own resources rather than borrowed funds. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the process of land acquisition and design works is ongoing, adding that environmental considerations will be taken into account during execution of the project.
The contractor has been mobilized and works on the widening and improving of some local roads in Montego Bay are slated to begin in the coming financial year.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness making his contribution to the 2022-23 budget debate in the House of Representatives on Thursday. He says Czech will also be required to collaborate with the Heart NSTA Trust in ensuring Jamaican workers are trained and benefit from knowledge transfer. Preparations are underway for the staging of the 9th Biennial Jamaica Diaspora Conference. The conference was delayed by a year due to COVID-19 and is now set for June 14 to 16 under the theme Reigniting the Nation for Greatness. Under Secretary of the Diaspora, Protocol and Consular Affairs Division at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Franz Hall, says the conference will take a hybrid format due to the continuing effects of the pandemic.
We will have limited in-person participation, but we want to ensure that the experience for persons that attend the conference and persons online, that their experience is the same.
Mr. Hall was speaking at a recent JIS think tank. The conference is being held as one of the activities to mark Jamaica's 60th year of independence. Mr. Hall says the event will focus on areas of traditional importance and interest to the diaspora, including education, health, and security. Grace Kennedy Limited is this year's conference chair. And Jamaicans are being urged to protect the country's underground water resources by practicing proper sewage and chemical disposal habits. The latest call comes from Chief Hydrologist at the Water Resources Authority WRA, Jeffrey Marshall, who says much of the country's groundwater is being rendered useless due to improper waste disposal practices that have led to contamination.
We as Jamaicans own our water resources, or it's there for all of our uses, so whatever is done at one place will affect everything else. We should take care of our environment, be careful of what we do with sinkholes, do not use sinkholes as dumping grounds, use a proper method of disposing of garbage, of pesticides, of any form of contaminants, ensure that we're doing everything we can to make it not go into the environment, because what goes into the environment will end up one way or another in our water supply.
Mr. Marshall notes that with rainfall likely to decline and the continued rise in global temperatures, Jamaica is expected to lose much of its water resources. He says behavior change will ensure that groundwater is available for use now and for future generations. World Water Day will be observed March 22 under the theme Groundwater, Making the Invisible Visible. That was JIS News. I'm Anthony Morgan.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Lakshmi Singh. The Senate's confirmation hearing for President Biden's U.S. Supreme Court nominee is underway. Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson could become the first black woman and the first public defender to sit on the nation's highest court if confirmed. But first, she has to field questions from the Senate Judiciary Committee this week, a lot of them. This hour, lawmakers are delivering their remarks. Here's Democratic Senator Dick Durbin.
So today is a proud day for America. We've come along since 1790, and we know that we still have to form a more perfect union.
His Republican colleague, Chuck Grassley.
We depend on judges to interpret laws as we write them. If judges impose their own policy preferences from the bench and essentially revise the laws we pass, it makes it harder for us to write good laws.
In Ukraine, officials in the besieged port city of Mariupol are defiantly rejecting a Russian demand that they surrender. NPR's Jason Bobian reports Russian airstrikes continue to pound the capital and other areas across Ukraine.
In Kyiv, explosions ripped through several residential neighborhoods, including one close to the city center. Shelling was also reported in the beleaguered eastern city of Kharkiv. 200 miles west of the capital, 2 Russian missiles hit near a military training facility. This is in an area in the northwest of the country that hasn't had many airstrikes and contains one of Ukraine's nuclear power plants. Ukraine's Deputy Prime Minister Irina Vereshchuk says some 7,000 people were evacuated out of combat zones over the last 24 hours and that multiple humanitarian corridors have been negotiated for Monday. These agreements for safe passage, however, often break down at the last minute, and currently there's no deal to allow trapped civilians out of the surrounding coastal city of Mariupol. Jason Bobian, NPR News, Lviv.
Well, a senior U.S. defense official has just told reporters that Russian forces in Ukraine have shown almost no signs of advancing over the past week. The Russians have stepped up artillery shelling in recent days. Russian combat planes flew more than 300 missions over the past 24 hours, a significant uptick from the roughly 200 a day they have been averaging. Chinese authorities have ordered an emergency search and rescue of a plane crash. 132 people were on board. Here's NPR's Emily Fang.
China's leader Xi Jinping ordered an immediate investigation into the cause of the crash of the China Eastern Airlines flight. The Boeing 737 had been headed into the southern city of Guangzhou when it lost contact with air controllers, then plunged into the mountains of Guangxi province where it exploded on impact. This could be the worst airplane crash at a Chinese airline since 2002. Authorities from 2 different provinces have sent about 900 emergency workers to look for survivors and to put out the fire caused by the crash. Emily Fang, NPR News, Beijing.
The Dow is down 180 points, or more than 0.5%. This is NPR News. Hong Kong is getting ready to lift some COVID-19 safety restrictions starting next month. The semi-autonomous territory has invites from 9 countries, and it faced with mounting pressure it had faced from residents and businesses. Hong Kong officials are now saying that they plan to reopen schools and reduce quarantining measures. Meanwhile, mainland China is keeping a zero-tolerance policy in place, and some cities are seeing a rise of COVID infections. A UN delegation has touched down in Australia to assess whether the Great Barrier Reef should be added to the list of World Heritage in danger. Rachel Bongiorno reports the delegation will present its findings to UNESCO in June.
The delegation comes after the Australian government successfully lobbied for a second time for UNESCO to hold off on listing the reef as in danger. The government argued that Australia has been unfairly singled out, but scientists say the reef's dire state is undeniable. In the past 6 years, the reef has suffered widespread bleaching damage at the rate of more than once every 2 years. Bleaching occurs when the water temperature is too warm for too long, and the colourful algae that provides the coral with its nutrients is expelled. The coral dies if temperatures don't return to normal. In its report last year, UNESCO said that Australia must take accelerated steps to mitigate climate change, the driving force behind the damage. For NPR News, I'm Rachel Bongiorno in Melbourne.
The Nasdaq is down 11 points. The S&P is up 3. I'm Lakshmi Singh, NPR News.
Support for this podcast and the following message come from EVgo, the nation's largest public fast-charging network for EVs. Nissan Leaf and future Aria owners have access to over 46,000 public chargers with EVgo and its partners. NissanEnergyPerks.com.
Value yourself, man. Believe in yourself. It starts with the love of self. The money and the clothes are right, but what matters is a positive mindset, a hopeful spirit. Hear me, man. No focus on things, man. Things don't make the man. Man make the things. Self-love is the greatest love higher. Stop, look left and look right and look into yourself. I want to you. Live up. Keep it positive and live your life. Now watch the hype. All a meditation, don't you lose your mind. Live up, don't give up. Slash said that. Man.
Half a tree, one and drive, half a tree. Bossy, how you do I take taxi star?
Jano, I want to tell you, say, 2 months now, my transmission mash up, and I check everybody and can't hear nothing positive.
Yeah, hear me? You waste all that time I shop around and never call the experts. Winters Auto have them. Them have over 35 years of experience and them diagnose the problem and get back your transmission brand new. For them service excellent and efficient. Trust me, man. You hear me? Call them at 929-7040 or go to them at 106 Maxfield Avenue, Kingston 13 and talk directly to the boss. Just tell them I'm me send you.
You big star. Yeah, man. Respect my boss.
I try and call cause trust me.
Waiters Auto Spares and Repairs, good afternoon.
What a relief.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats.
Welcome back to the program here. We're into the second half of the program. We just passed the midday break. Just remembering that I have some live chat to catch up on. And the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. Start with the live chat. Donovan Highlet. Hold on, live chat. Soon get back to this. Yes, live chat. Starting with Donovan Highlet. Come back. Where is it? Give me a minute there, please. Caribbean expat. Donovan Highlet one. Caribbean expat say, morning Bongo Jerry. Did you hear Bev Manley views on Joshua and the $2,000 bill with Siaga? What was the real idea behind putting both sworn adversaries on the same note? Sanitization? Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yes, I've been commenting about it, and I just got to look at the Sunday paper today, and there was an extensive interview there. I think it's out of that interview that the clip came. Taki Lemko says, morning Bongo Jerry. Bess FM crew and all on board in the mix. Positive vibes as always. Greetings. Jawian say, oh, Bongo man, Rastafari, Welpa Love and different things. Johnny Johnson, El Paso, Texas, tune into the vibes. Morning Bongo. Marva Valentine, Baksh, Nubian King, and Queen's Productions. The one love and blessed Monday mornings and strong week. Jerry and all the listeners spent a beautiful Earth Day vacation in Port Morant at the Morant Bay Peak at Angola restaurant and cabin owned by Jabooks. Jabooks have a restaurant out there, the artist. Al Cable and HVAC services at Toronto in the building. Sister D. Rubin said greetings and greatest risings, Ross Bongo Jerry and Bess FM 100 family. Near and far in this moment. Oneness and perfect love in Rastafari. By the way, that caller will always call me from Britain, giving us news about what's happening there, especially with the Jamaican diaspora in Britain. His wife died after a long illness of cancer recently. He has our condolences. I forget what him right name. I'm going to look back on my phone and see what name him provide again. But my our condolences. Go and play something for him to come more. Yeah, man. Marva Valentine say requesting, please call Angola. Call Angola by Jabooks, who Grace and Seal, Aisha and I Night. Fresh from his UK tour. Also big up to Omar, Taros and family, who also came to a beautiful and serene spot. Antonia Law say 111. Sister D. Brubren to tackle him from Bob Cosmic. And I blessment and I brothers in this moment. Give thanks to life and forward positive vibrations and abundance. And to continue Marba Valentine, blissful utterances to Isis. They heard strong liberation, libations. Sound Isla full, give thanks. They had a hopeful and full joy the earth day. Young Precious, blessings Uncle Jerry. Enough love and respect again, my general. Big shout out to my little friend Nawaja from Pittsburgh. By Cosmic to Sister Ruben. So greetings firstborn. Love is always here. Taki Lemko to Sister Ruben. Respect as always. Bless up. Sister D. Ruben to Donovan Islet. Bless up myself by Brother Rastafari. ID say word of my demise was greatly exaggerated. Oh yeah? There was word of your demise? Oh yeah, said to me. Marva Valentine says, Sister D. Ruben, give thanks, sister. It was Islaful. Seen 2 years ago on our Earth Day, the lockdown started. For this Earth Day, all curfews were lifted. So I fully enjoyed myself to the max. Donovan Islet say, wink and long out him tongue. Sister D. Ruben. Malcolm's Building and Trading.com. And no, say, come blessed day to our life. It's a blessing, so we give thanks, Sir Jerry. Just keep it with the vibes going. Always love the teaching. More strength to the eye and the family. Marva Valentine's chicken hawks, yeah. It was funny in Ghana whenever my friend opened the coop to let out the chicken. Here comes the chicken hawk flying low and ready for grab. My girl used to run for the shotgun. I used to laugh. Fly the Wise Puzzle Production say, yes, Bongo, blessed good morning to you and the Best FM family. Catching up on the news from last week, I saw a judge holding the same fine the ministers, them 100,000 each. The word no level, Bongo. Al Cable and HVAC services say, Fox Jerry feel proud in the master coming to knowledge. You know, anytime you learn something new and learn how to do something, you feel so good. Lancelot Wilson say, respect the name Putin Jerry Small. PM Andrew Olin says, no, Putin put the interest of his country first, and he will not allow the US and its allies in the European Union to jeopardize his country's security. I no back none of them, so I do have a born script to none of them. Al Kubalan, and say I have some African born script to them too, some African leaders and countries, not me. Al Kubalan HVAC services say, we will never forget Siaga for the Ganda destruction, what do you say, yeah? And the cocaine bombardment. All of my press full say good day, Mr. Bongo there. Keep the fire blazing upon them wicked politician thief. Them judge 1,000 years for them thief and loot the taxpayers' money like them on personal piggy bank. Wicked them. Right, Dico say highly. Big up Jerry. Great tune selection. People's Court, have a good day. Good. JJ say good evening, Mr. Small, watching from UK. All of my press full say big up Mr. Bongo there. The wicked politician knows that pushback time now upon them. And them rule will come to an end soon. Rise up black people for your time now. Bob Cosmic said we need a Caribbean Spring without the outside influence of the America. No typo. I did say no typographical error. I did say the America. Conrad Tomlinson said that sounds like a man called Cleveland. Oh, talking about a JLP caller today. JLP FM. I heard him on the JLP network. He was saying that people should not demonstrate tomorrow at the British Embassy. Conrad Tomlinson said, anything that made the government look bad, he speak against it. Perry the Pirate say, afternoon Jerry, I watched an interesting discussion last night on YouTube between a former Obia man, now a pastor, and Imhotep. Imhotep destroyed him neatly intelligent. Pastor lose emotion. And the Pirate continued, Imhotep is well versed on Bible knowledge, Jerry. Bob Marley is the greatest. Sister D. Rubens, Bob Cosmic, Caribbean Spring Sound Isle full. Time to spring out upon them teeth and line, minister. Time. Perry the Pirate said, big up Jerry, big up Butter for his reasoning. Bob Cosmic to Sister D. Ruben, I'm on ready for the real revolution, which first starts in the mind. Are you picking up? IRD said, no Jerry, you and your caller were trying to remember this quote this morning. I just provided it. Oh, the quote about my demise. Trying to remember and trying to place it. But somehow or another I miss out the first text that was here. But anyway, we have a call here. Still waiting. Sorry to keep them so long. Good afternoon and welcome.
Bongo.
Welcome.
Hold
on a little. What you say about Putin?
No, Coombs.
Oh, Coombs.
Yeah, Coombs worth $20,000 because the bamboo out about 2.5 miles.
Yeah.
And the river no run back on factory, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Coombs worth $20,000.
$20,000.
No, one $20,000. $10,000 for bamboo.
Yeah.
And $10,000 for river.
Alright. When did you say about the river again?
The river, Black River run behind Holland factory. And the bamboo are 1 mile.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was
Black River, up a lock over Black River cross under the bridge.
Yes.
Why is it attack?
Why is river attack?
Our bubbling spring.
Not even bubbling spring. Bubbling spring, our water come from the earth.
Yes. Coombs want a bat, man. You have any more call there? Alright, we have some music to play. Let me see now. You want to play? Yeah, Words of Wisdom. I'll play Words of Wisdom for my brethren whose wife succumbed to the cancer illness that she had for a long time. Words of Wisdom by Nadia Harris. You found that one? Okay. Yeah.
To Goliath with a sling and a stone, Samson with a donkey jawbone. Remember the words of Jaja. And if you're on in a lion's mode, take time, draw it out. No make it left in there. No true you vex, my friend. If you're on in a lion's mode, take time, draw it out. No make it left in there. No true you vex, my friend. Cool, calm. Everything is gonna be alright. Cool, calm. Hear what the Rasta man say. Cool, calm. Everything is gonna be alright. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Babylon throw them in the fire, but them never get burned. Remember the words of Mama, like Daniel in the lion's den. Remember the devil did take everything from us, Job, but he never cursed Dada. Old time people say, if you live in a glass house, you better don't throw no stone. Remember the words of Mama. And if you're on in a lion's mode, take time, draw it out. No make it left in there. No true you vex, my friend. If you're on in a lion's mode, take time, draw it out. No make it left in there. No true you vex, my friend. Cool, calm. Everything is gonna be alright. Cool, calm. Hear what the Rasta Queen say. Cool, calm. Everything is gonna be alright. Cool, calm. Hear the man. And if you're on in a lion's mode, take time, draw it out. No make it left in there. No true you vex, my friend. If you're on in a lion's mode, take time, draw it out. No make it left in there. No true you vex, my friend. Ooh, calm.
Yes, a very nice, lovely piece of music from Nadia Harris there for the wife of our British correspondent. I forgot what the brother's name again. I'm trying to get him to give the name of his wife, but I'm not getting through to him. But maybe I'm listening. Yes, it's always a little bit painful when you part company for the last time, when one person's life come to a completion, you understand me? But so it is. The numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Yes, I was looking back into, the discussion came up about the allegiance of some media personalities and some media hosts to this political group or that political opinion and outlook. Some of them are under principled in a principled way and some in just a loyalist and a tribalist way. And I did make mention of the fact that the gleaner that we know now sometimes and for the majority of time had been opposed to the policies and action of the PNP, especially in the 1970s. Since that time, and especially in recent decades, the gleaner and that whole group has been shown far more favorable attitude and stance to the PNP. But these things come and go. And I did quote about a time when John Hearn, a columnist in the Gleaner, and I think the Gleaner was being sued by Michael Manley for things that was said about Michael Manley. But when Michael Manley and the PNP found out that the Gleaner was going to use some evidence from the Orange Street Inquiry, to substantiate some of the views of either the columnist or the Gleaner, Michael Manley and the PNP dropped the lawsuit against the Gleaner. We're going to go back into that when we have the time. Good afternoon and welcome to the program.
Yes, good afternoon.
Welcome. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, please. How are you going?
Yes, good thanks. Something that you said earlier, you was talking to someone and you said about people who used to serve Babylon and now start to expose the inner workings of the inner circle.
Yeah.
You know, and it kind of resonated with me because I remember there was a 3-star, very decorated general in the American Marine Corps, a 3-star general, General Smedley Butler.
Yeah.
And after leaving the service, he was very instrumental in America's venture into imperialism.
Yeah.
In the turn of the 20th century.
Yeah.
And he write a book named War is a Rocket.
War with a Rocket, R-O-C-K or R-A-C-K?
No, R-A-C-K-E-T. War is a Rocket.
Oh, War is a Rocket.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was a major general in the U.S. Marine Corps.
Yes.
And at the time of his death, he was the most decorated Marine in U.S. history.
Can I imagine?
He was the only person to be awarded the Brevet Medal and 2 Medals of Honor.
Yeah.
You know, he went on to write a book exposing the inner workings of the imperial arrangement between big U.S. corporations.
Yes.
And the military.
Yeah, big business people who supply war material.
Yeah.
And
make tremendous profits.
Yes.
You know. And it was ironic, you know what I mean, when you were saying that, you know what I mean, it brought to mind this General Smedley Butler.
Especially, you see when him do it, because a lot of these people are well informed, well placed to know certain things, but also their careers are going well, and if they come out and take a stand at certain times, it can not only destroy them, but it can destroy them credibility in the minds of some people. In other words, some people can say, why are you doing this at this time? Nobody must believe anything you say. So it's a risk them take sometimes.
Discredit them.
Discredit them, yeah. So usually it is at the afternoon, late afternoon or the evening of them life and them career, them decide, say, I have more to gain more than to lose. Not even to gain material. I have more to gain probably morally than to lose, and therefore them can but live with that masquerade. You know, masquerade is when everybody mask up and pretending to be what them is not, and pretending not to be what them is.
Yeah.
At a certain time of life, especially well-educated, well-informed, well-placed people decide strategically. Most people plan for a good while before them decide to take a stand. And usually wise people, whether they're young or not young, they consider and weigh weigh the pros and the cons and weigh the balance for a good while before them decide to take a stand that is going to cost them.
Yeah, at a point when them have nothing else to lose.
Yes, them have more to gain. When them calculate, them have more to gain than to lose, yes.
Yeah, there's another gentleman like that too, you know. He used to be Attorney General for the United States.
Yeah.
You know, Ramsey Clark.
Oh yes. Remind me of his was he the one? It wasn't him during the time of the witch hunt, the communist witch hunt. What was he about again? At what time did that Attorney General?
Yeah, Ramsey Clark was there in the McCarthy era.
McCarthy, the same one I'm thinking of. Another McCarthy.
Yeah.
Him same one.
Yeah. Ramsey Clark.
Yes, sir.
He had a lot of information because he was in the inner circles, the innermost circles of the administration.
Yes.
You know.
And that is when Nixon make him named, you know, Nixon a young lawyer.
Oh yeah.
Nixon make him name that time. Nixon had information about both sides of the Cold War attitude. And Nixon decided to go along with the witch hunt. At one time I think everybody was in them witch hunt, you know. Everybody is suspect at some time. Everybody suspect and everybody wondering about everybody else if them is a secret opponent of what them pretending to be.
Yeah.
And from that time Nixon was in conflict with the FBI and the CIA from shortly after the World War, you know. So although Nixon was a conservative and a Republican and a vice president and then a president, he was frequently in conflict with the intelligence outfit in America, you know, about the FBI and the CIA, you know. Ironically, you wouldn't believe that.
Yeah.
Same like old Trump and the CIA and the FBI was at war because him so outrageous, Trump, and Nixon not so much so, but in a certain degree. So outrageous and so willing to do things that is not right, quietly, that they became an enemy to the intelligence. You know, that things him and the intelligence would be on the same side. But he was kind of like a loose, like old Trump and a direct loose cannon, you know.
Yeah, but he was a useful tool.
Yes, when it suits at certain points, yes.
Yeah.
And the CIA and the intelligence in America know that Trump and Russia and Russia and Putin was cooperating, you know. And them also know that Trump's wife is a Russian, although being a Russian alone don't make you an enemy. But them know that this also predisposed both him and his wife to entertain some risky alliances with Putin and with Russia.
Yeah, I don't think she was from Russia, you know.
No, she from
one of the Soviet states.
Yes, one of the Soviet Federation states. Yes. Yes. And remember, say Putin. I think it's from Putin. Trump get information against Biden's son, them, you know, having some business dealings. Was it in Ukraine? Yes. In Ukraine. Yes, how they mix up and intertwine. Much
Biden
like
have a checkered pass over there, you know. Biden had a checkered pass over there, you know. Him got the Attorney General fired because he was investigating the company.
Yes.
That Biden's son was on the board of directors.
Yes.
You know.
And yes, man, what may I tell you?
Deeply entwined, you know.
Yes, man, whole entwinement, man. And ironically, we know that Obama wasn't a revolutionary, but it was a kind of breath of fresh air to see the kind of obstacles him as a black man, even with a white mother, had to overcome. Also, it was also intriguing to see how much his wife did groom him from early years. Now people don't know say Obama wife groom him and train him from early years.
Yeah,
just like how Clinton wife groom Clinton and train him from that to them a teenager, 19-year-old at college.
Yeah. He served the money class, you know.
Yes.
He served the privileged class, you know what I mean? And he was a tool up for Wall Street, you know.
You mean
Obama.
Obama, yes. And he make them calculated calculated tactical and strategic move, and yet it would do psychologically things for the African American community to see somebody maneuver them way through that thing, even though them know that them is not a black militant. And then just before the election, when him passed White, I think him named Jeremiah. White him did name Jeremiah? What?
Yeah.
I think Jeremiah White, Him passed a start lick out.
No.
Right?
I know who you're talking about.
I think it's right. Jeremiah Wright.
Jeremiah Wright.
Yes, and start talk some strident but true things about the white establishment. And Obama knows that this is going to lose him a vital segment of support and give fuel to Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton.
Yeah, man, him change him church, man.
And him drop out and him denounce the pastor. Change him church, and that pastor, the pastor will convert him, confirm him, baptize him, and marry him.
Yeah, man, Jeremiah Wright, man.
Yeah, what Jeremiah Wright and next loose. You have loose cannon way. Loose cannon don't necessarily mean say a body man cannon, Most of loose cannon accurate,
Won't keep quiet.
Won't keep quiet and not under the control. Yes. Most interesting, Because another situation like this, and something where people might call a paradox, is the fact that the American Revolution of the colonists, the white colonists, overthrowing the government of their parents, of the parent mother country, England. They was fighting for their rights, but they studied philosophy and adopted some philosophical position that had a grain and a seed of truth in it, even though they were not for the black people and the enslaved people. There was enough grain of truth in them fight for freedom that although it was a white...
Get the support necessary.
Yes, although it was a white revolution, the grain of truth in it, in the philosophy that say, we hold these truths to be self-evident. In other words, they are so obvious that all man, it was really all man and woman, but the grain of truth that is in it, say, all man is created woman, all man is created equal, and therefore all women are created equal, and therefore all humans are created equal. So although them carried the revolution for white people, freedom in America, later on the African American people, the black people, were able to steal that gun. Like a slave master have a gun, but your thief in the house and steal the gun and liberate yourself from the same slave master. So the gun have a seed of truth in it, accuracy and ability to...
It's ironic to know that at the time when that proclamation was made, Thomas Jefferson himself did not consider black people
equal.
Human.
Yes.
Yeah, to be their equal.
Yes.
Black people, according to him, was only 3/5 of a man.
Yes, they only had 3/5. They only should get 2/3, or they only should get 60% of the rights or any rewards that was due to a full human.
So that constitution, that proclamation didn't refer to them, didn't include them.
Yes. But as I said, because the grain of truth was in their philosophy, the grain of truth, just like how the Old Testament has the grain of truth in it, but not the full truth, and a lot of falsehood. In other words, a lot of tears going amongst the wheat. Yes, half truth. But you are able now to reap out, let the wheats and the tares grow till the day of harvest, and you reap out the truth and use it back against the tares, Yes. And gradually that is how the fight go gradually, that gradually even the enemy become convicted. And hear the wickedness and the hypocrisy of the queen and her entourage. At that time of enslavement, slavery was not a crime. So therefore they are not bound to pay for a criminal act because it was not a crime at that time. I'm glad they went further. Hear them say again. in the same document that them published recently. You hear me?
Yeah.
Not only them say at that time slavery was not a crime. You hear them now? At that time slavery was not a crime against humanity. I'm glad when them go that far, because that's why I just catch them now.
Okay.
It might not have been a crime. In other words, it might not have been against their laws.
On the law book.
But the crimes against humanity have no statute of limitation, either forwards or backwards.
Yeah.
A crime against humanity has been a crime from the creation of humanity till now, even if it was not realized that it was a crime against humanity. The fact of it is any crime against humanity is a crime going forward and retroactively without any statute of limitation. No time on it say you can't take no action after 50 years or you don't know. You understand? You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So little by little, that is what makes it tedious. Not impossible, but tedious. In other words, tedious no mean impossible. No. It means that you have to go through all of the pains and you have to go through all of the steps of the work. There's no shortcut. Certain kind of
difficulty.
Yes, sir. Certain jobs no have no shortcut, especially safety. When you deal with risky things, there are certain procedures you go through. You deal with things that are going to be highly costly in life to human being and risky. You do not cut corners in any way, not even the slightest corner. I talk a little bit too much in your conversation, but I'm so glad for the
No, man. Get the full force, man. Get the full force, man.
Yeah, man, and step by step.
Thanks for that, Jerry.
Thanks for the conversation here, so call again anytime.
Yes, hello.
Thank you very much. Next one, good afternoon and welcome.
Yeah, bless her, Jerry. Bless
her. Go on.
Yeah, man, I'm there, man.
Go on.
Yeah, I'm there. Let's see where...
You see where who? You break up a little. I wonder if there's a problem with your phone or what. You're not on a speakerphone or anything. I wonder if you can give us your number and we'll call you back.
Alright.
Take it off the air, see if you can get him number off the air and we'll call him back. I will have a better chance to reconnect on a good line. Right. Have any more calls? Yes, sir. This is how life goes, and when we are younger, with less experience, we also usually have less patience. I think most people find that maybe we are all wrong, but it seems to be something that we find as we go along. That we have more patience. If we are wise, we develop more patience. But the fact is that we would like to accomplish all that we see to be done during our lifetime. So later on we discover that there's no way of speeding up the linking up of people. Speeding up the linking up of people, especially the percentage of people that you desire to link up, is not usually possible. It's not possible for you to force the speed at which people get to make up their minds, the speed at which people get to know one another, the speed at which people come to determine who and who them going to link up with. So that is why now it takes people of real wisdom and a lot of intuition to do a revolutionary work, because a revolution is not rushing people or forcing people to go along with your views, even if your views are more advanced than other people. You may not rush everybody into agreement with what you see, because you think that you are more advanced or you are seeing further than other people. So frequently also, you might be impatient of even waiting on the participation or the change of mind that some people go through at different pace and speed. People go through change of mind and come into awareness at different pace and different speed. I am not in a no request for apology from no royal family, but I don't dismiss any such request because other people making it, and not because I don't go along with an action mean that I am against what you're doing. Different people and different groups of people have different duties and different timetable and different things to do. So I noticed now where I got. I noticed that recently, as I say, a list of 100 well-known and well-experienced people have joined together, probably they weren't doing it individually before, have joined together to take a stance and a stand against the colonial past being continued into a colonial future. Let's get back to the telephone. Good afternoon, welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Wagwan.
Yeah, Raspa.
Are you this, yeah, man?
Yeah.
Wagwan.
Yeah. We are line up a march tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll march to the British High Commission.
Yeah.
I want can just come right there, you know. One and free march. Just come right there if they want.
In other words, make your way there.
Yeah. From 10, we're there from 10 till 2. We are there from 10 till 2.
The British High Commission is on Trafalgar Road.
Trafalgar Road.
The road will lead from Hope Road to Lady Musgrave Road.
Yeah.
The top of New Kings and the one of the bordering road of New Kingston up to the mountains.
So we want to show them people ourselves. We don't agree with them coming here, none at all. Because here what going on. I be a tricky thing I go on with the people in Jamaica, you know. You see the same thing like what Bustamante did go on with in the 60s when Bustamante say my own referendum. No, you get independent. What kind of referendum you want for people know if them want queen or them no want queen? The queen will be independent through him no business with you no more. As gone to them.
The referendum business is a delaying tactic used many years, or sometimes it is a tactic to speed up things, but for this, a calculated thing.
Yeah. So it's just like how this with Bustamante now. Through Bustamante, him couldn't run the whole Caribbean.
Yes.
He did have to run him referendum, you know, because I'm never bright enough to run the whole Caribbean, right? So the referendum they were going with him now. Him know why him do that. No, with holiness now, holiness I try to delay it. That delay tactics now. You know?
You know, say holiness also, just like Bustamante. Holiness also on the JLP generally. Not deal with Caribbean unity and integration, you know.
Yeah.
Because like Bustamante and like Manley also, which many people don't know, several of the other Caribbean leaders was way ahead of them in thinking, you know, even Norman Manley, you know.
True,
way ahead of them in thinking.
Because if you notice even right now, no, Jerry, certain things will go on at Jamaica, you know, and certain things with some leader go on at Jamaica. Them can't go on it nowhere. Them couldn't go on it nowhere else in the Caribbean.
Down in the Caribbean, no. You have at least 5 Caribbean countries that are way ahead of Jamaica in thinking and in practice and in politics and all that.
So what am I doing now? Them name a little portfolio, say a constitutional ministry.
Yeah.
But them not really serious with nothing. Through them here we are talking about constitutional change, you know, change the constitution.
No, it's a Stalin. It's a Stalin thing. Holiness and the JLP is not for it, but them set up that office as a procedure now and them want to catch up. Them realize that them pass out the PNP, but the people catch up with them. Them same time like how them pass out the PNP. The people catch up with them on about to pass them. So them now want go declare like them are going to turn republic voluntarily this year to make people get enthusiastic about the 60 year. The 60 year now have nothing in it, you know. But by impersonating republic, them see if them can win over some of the 63%. Say, yeah man, we are a republic. That means say wholeness finally wake up. That time him now wake up in him him a spray sleeping. You know them sleeping gas. What them call it again? When them thing with them spraying up. Them spraying up people house for rob and broken up people house and people asleep.
Yeah, so you sleep.
Yeah.
So them get you sleeping. Because you just notice it, you know. Just notice it. See them come with the ministry. But them want the people say, yeah man, anything you contact that ministry and that we are reform and we can take time and reform and we're going to go republic too, you know. But at the same time, they have to see how long them can draw it out, you know. They must see how long them can draw it out. That's a year I'm gonna say referendum. Referendum for what? What do you want a referendum to do? Barbados run a referendum.
I want you to realize though, that will all our go on. Them willing to organize a republic in this year to boost themselves and to make it look like it's them ushering independence from 60 years ago, and it's mostly them carry Jamaica to this point here of republic, and it's them mostly going to turn around Jamaica and make Jamaica get prosperous. That is it. So it's not that them going to delay the republic thing forever. They realize at the time of delaying republic thing forever going to cost them more and more, and therefore them now becoming a wagonist pan it, but when do it in a way
for them way.
Yes, in a way where them and the Queen can still be friends. Because you have a republic inside of the Commonwealth still, you know.
Yeah.
You know?
No, what them all do, them all want request somebody to represent somebody like the Queen, you know. Like the Governor General, now them would seal it up and go around and be.
No, they will declare, look here, they most likely will declare, like I say, constitutional republic and have one person as head of state.
Yeah.
And the next person as head of government, you know. Head of state being a ceremonial position. Mm-hmm. And the next person as head of government who party win the election and administrate the country, but the head of state remain there permanently. That means that no matter who win the election, that head of state probably stay there till them about 70 or 80 years old. You know?
Yeah, but at the same thing, them all run up.
It is meaningless. All of this is to delay the real revolution that's supposed to go on in a self-respecting country. So they are willing to make it in a republic, yes, which look like a revolution, but that is just a face card to delay the deep inner changes that must take place in our country with respect to itself.
But we, the sensible people, we now go make that happen with them to write the Constitution and write
not them. We will make it clear to the rest of the people, to the majority of the people, to the 68% people, clear that is not them for write no Constitution. It is assemblies of the people must generally trash out the main things that we agree on. So that is what them trying to do is them establish a republic and them write Constitution, which them know says not them, because any Constitution them write will not will not be a fundamental change.
For real, because the Constitution has a right where one law go for each and every man, you know.
Yes, yes. Each and every human. Each and every human.
Every human, you understand?
Yeah.
So, for them little anti-punky thing where them are try to go on with like, we don't see that come from far.
And our main duty, apart from earning a living, our main duty is to share our understanding with the rest of the people, that the rest of the people stay ahead of them. The 63% is already ahead of them, you know.
Yeah.
And like with the vaccine, their aim, remember their determination, you know, was that even if them have to pass a law and force people for vaccine, because that was their plan, you know. Their plan was to force people to vaccinate until them get 65% of the people vaccinated. Them had to abandon the plan when them only get about 21% of the people and claiming say it is now all right to relax the thing. What happens is that them find that they're not going to budge, not by no force. They're not going to be able to force people by no law. Because that was planning to do, you know.
Yeah.
The argument done. If you don't vaccinate, you can't do business, you can't travel, you can't come on the road, you can't have a taxi license, you can't have a food handler's permit. That's what they're planning now.
But remember me that tell you, sir, we need to watch the vaccine thing. Because one time me go on the road, you know, with Diagala, you know, and I be a vaccine matter. And the corruption me that talk about. It matter about vaccine, not about corruption. Because you know the reason why I made that watch the vaccine thing. We know certain people that they don't have no credibility to tell people to take vaccine. So when them book box and I go around the place and I go around the whole country, you know, say 20% of people.
Anyway, we already passed that. We're not completely past it, but we already, the 60% of the people already show them say you can't bully me. That's why I see him try some different tactics here now.
Yeah.
Different tactics. But I want try your next call back again and see if your phone can work that way. But I want to deal with some more thing and keep the thing moving.
On the road, you know.
Yeah, man, good. And we have a whole heap of music to play, a whole heap of live chat. Did we get to play? Yes, we did get to play some music. Well, we have some live chat here. I want to get back to the live chat. The numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. Well, like a problem, you know, we need to get this thing up to speed. Alright, let's get back to the live chat. Where were we? Oh yeah, Ayadi was reminding me that she was just reminding Pete, trying to remember the quote this morning. Bob Cosmic said, "War is a racket" by Major General Smedley D. Butler. Okay, that's a person who, I think that probably is the same caller who called us 2 calls ago. Yeah, man. Perry the Pirate said, "Jerry, is it true that Moses wrote part of the Bible after he died?" Alright, when you dead, you can check him. I don't have no contact with him. When you're dead, you check him, but I don't know you're going to get back the information to us. Sister D. Ruben says, "So when all them want to say it a racket, no say them hands involved in all disputes and warfare. Because all them see is chaos and profit." Dan Cosmic says, "Ivana Trump is a Czech-born native, a Czechoslovakia." Bob Cosmic says, "Sister D. Ruben, banks and tanks, you see it? That means the profitability of war." Yeah, man. Perry Pirate say Ross Paul is on a one-man campaign. Johnny Johnson, I think you also is on a one-man campaign, Perry the Pirate. Johnny Johnson say UK people are being put on the front line in El Paso, Texas. Juarez immigrant, Texas Juarez immigrant visa, automatic 1-year entry. Or in the front of the line, when them coming in, them put them in front of the line and give them entry in America. Bump them up, bump off people have a plane or bump it up in the line. Based on racism, black get back attack. This is not nice. Bob Cousin to Johnny Johnson is what they did expect to happen. Takela him say, "Yes, Bongo, the crime against humanity has no statute of limitation and continues. Boy, Bongo Jerry, just take that out of my mind. The Andrew only strategy to dominate the claims of bringing Jamaica to the Republic. Well, Per the Pile say Raspal communicate like the so-called Jesus. Him talking parables can't make out nothing. He say, well, that's why Jesus talking in parables, you know. That too, if you understand. Perry the Pirate a ball out with SOS. Or somebody come save him. Tackle him because I don't cite the generalship of the government in regard to Republic campaigning, keeping the general public, including all the Maroons, out of the picture. Yeah. Yes, we have a call. Good afternoon. Let's get back to the phone. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yes, good afternoon.
Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Oh, go on.
Jerry.
Yes, sir.
That party in the national item, you see?
National anthem.
Yes, where it says justice and truth be us forever, Jamaica land we love.
Truth and justice.
Yeah, more often know if Andrew Owens and the guy Golden study that part and look into it.
No, to them is a lyrics, you know. The anthem is lyrics. I believe. I believe to them the anthem is lyrics.
Yes.
You know lyrics where you use when it suits you?
Yeah. So then use a party man, Jamaica, justice and truth be or whatever. So me hear him talk this morning or sometime when newscast, well then in my second must say what 30% of the housing problem I have. They must have 60 home to build. So the land where I dig out, when it's a Jamaica land we love. I love to see the people them pack up in a courthouse with judge and tenement acquired with place. And Jamaica land we love at dig out. Some have been over there for the part there.
It is not in my mind, it is not the duty of government to provide house for people. It is one of the duties of government to guarantee people the right to land.
Yes.
When you get land, your duty now to build a house. But government, political trickster governments like the JLP and PNP and you have other countries like parties like this, they trick some of the people that they are going to provide them with a house. At the same time, when they provide them with a house, it's cheaper for them, you know. When they provide a few for them people those, or provide a few people those, most time those people will become their supporters, and then now the vast majority of people don't have no land, but those who get house from them would do anything for them, probably I'll kill you too. Because part of the whole strategy of Siaga and others, including Tony Spalding, was that when you provide people with house, them willing to kill people for you. That's how them get them army, you know. Most of the army was recruited by guaranteeing them with a house in the garrison. And when you get a house in the garrison, now you have to serve in them army. You understand?
Yes.
Government not supposed to provide people with house. You understand? Yes. Government supposed to guarantee in every country that you get a house spot in the country. I remember you can only hold a house spot or a piece of land or a house while you are living, you know.
Yeah.
When you're dead, you can hold on to a house. So other people born after you and come up, take 20 years to turn adult. There will be always people vacating space upon the earth and other people take them space. But when you have more children than what you can take care of, you will find the population growing and the house spot them and the house space them become smaller and smaller. That's why I believe every country and every community should take a stock of itself. Literally take stock. You know what take stock mean?
Look into the operation.
Yeah, not only look at operation. Stock what you have is the things that you have to make whatever you need to make. So your stock is your raw material, or your animal them, or your plant them. You take stock. All the way you stock up, you take stock, you count them. And if you're taking stock of yourself, you're going to count yourself too.
Yes.
Because if you go and rescue your family in a war, like suppose war come on Jamaica like we come on Ukraine, and you realize say you have to go move out of Jamaica, you wouldn't take a stock of your family before you leave.
Yes, we can't run with.
How you take stock of your family when you're out to leave out our country as refugee? How you take stock of your family?
Well, you check up on all the member of your family.
Yeah, you count them up and see if everyone's still alive. And you start check out whether you think you can carry the whole of them. Because sometimes you realize that you can't carry the whole of them. Or the next time you might say, yes, ma'am, I can manage to carry the whole of them. So when you take stock, I check up on what is your position and how far you can reach. Must some of we run with first and come back for the rest? Or must the whole of we make a jailbreak one time? So you take stock, you know.
Yeah.
But we, this... Go ahead, sir, sorry.
Yes, but to me I say no. As me I say, it look like the item they are really a lyrics true.
A lyrics, man, the anthem. The anthem. You know when them write the anthem?
No.
You never know when the anthem did write?
No, sir.
The anthem right few days before them said them give independence 1962.
Okay.
So them never have that anthem right and I live by it long time. Because them say them will give them independence and say, I'll give independence like a man say. I can get to a Bandulo visa for visa. But when me get the Bandulo visa, you have to go get some clean clothes, And you have to go get to a suitcase because if you come at the airport in a dirty clothes, and you're not in a suitcase and you only have 2 scandal bags, they might go look on you quick and know say you don't have no real visa. So anytime people are cook up something, then tell you say me I cook up something for you I cook up on driver's license for you, but if you meanwhile if you go and learn how to steer and drive the car, you don't have to learn to drive good, but just steer and drive the car that at least you can move the car from crossroad to town. Because if you drive off the car and crash same time, people are going to say, you're not on a license. So if I go buy one license for you, I still want you can drive a little bit. You know? So when them say them will get Jamaica independence, it's a false independence, But them say to the politician, go and cook up some little symbol. And choose one national fruit, choose one national flower, you choose one national prayer, and you choose one coat of arms like you really want nation. And then you make one national anthem and make it look like you're really independent. That's how the national anthem did right,
Right, and then no little Jerry.
It cook up. Yeah.
The same people where say you're independent, you say, look here now. One of them call it pound. You have to make how many steps to pay £1 and
yes.
One US dollar now, you have to pay how much steps to pay $1
yes,
US dollar.
Yes, and them cook up everything, yes.
Yeah, so it's a no, are the upgrade slavery now? Still slavery?
Upgrade slavery. All right.
Yeah.
Now, 1834, when them said them all stop slavery, how them do it? Tell me how them announce it.
No, me now, ever tell me because me now.
All right, hear what them do now. Hear what them do. When them find out so them can make some machine, we can do any kind of work where human being do.
Yeah.
Them realize, say, wait, if we make them machine, all we have to do, the machine make out of metal, and oil run it. So all we have to do, make sure we can capture in a place we have enough metal to make the machine and a place we have enough oil to run the machine. After that, we don't need no more worker because the machine are going to do all of the work, you understand me?
Yes.
So when them start, them learn how to make out a machine in the 1700s, Then call that industrial revolution when people learn how to make out a machine and can make machine who can do any type of work and realize, oh, wait, we don't need no more worker. So when him find out that now, him decide, say, well, all right, we're going to stop capture slave, we're going to stop go Africa, go capture slave, we're going to stop the slave trade first. You didn't know that the slave trade did stop before the enslavement?
No.
The slave trade are which part? What is the difference between slave trade and enslavement?
Well, the slave trade are when the British them take on slave black people.
When what?
It teach them.
The ship?
Slave black people.
Yes. And the enslavement is what?
When they slave you.
Yes, when they have you already in the pen. So the enslavement is when them have you already in the pen. And the slave trade is when them take ship go for more of you every year. So once them make machine now we can do every type of work. Them don't need no more workers.
Yes.
Them say, all right, we're going to stop take ship and go Africa because we have enough of them in Jamaica already, can go and breed them up. You know, like when you have a good stock of goat and you say, I'm not buying no more goat, I'm going to just breed goat.
Yes.
So then stop the slave trade first, 1807. Yes. And a plan now, say the next 30 years now, we are going to stop this enslavement because when the machine make goods now, we don't need no more slave to make goods. The machine make goods, so so when we make the whole heap of goods, what are we going to do with them?
Sell it back to the same slave them and
yes,
make money off of them.
That is why them stop the slave trade now. Because them have machine to make goods now. All them need are some people who buy it.
Yes.
So that is why the slave trade stopping now. Not because them like we now. But them need customers now. Them don't need no slave now. They need customers. So all you have to do, employ the people them and pay them the minimum wage. Don't pay them with them worth, you know. Just pay them the minimum wage and then can come back, come buy soap powder every week. And come back, come buy Kool-Aid every week. And come back, come buy down to the sugar up on the estate every week. Then come buy all shoes and then make sure they make the shoes. And the shoes not for the last 20 years now. It must only last 2 years, so 2 year time you come buy back again. So that is why slavery abolished. Not because they love black people or because their mind get more moralistic and high. But they need customers now. So them pay minimum wage and you come back, come spend the minimum wage with for them goods. Yes.
When a lot of people don't understand this road and minimum, you know. Minimum mean the smallest, you know.
Smallest amount. That means you could have get more. You should have get more, you know.
You should have maximize.
Yes, you should have get more. But only pay them a certain amount. Because if you pay them more than what them, if you pay them more than minimum wage, them are going to save up their money. And when them save up their money, them are going to stop come and work. So if you want them come and work just a gallon, you have to pay them the least amount so they can't stop work.
Minimum wage?
Yes, like a man buy one cigarette. If him have too much cigarette, him now go come and shop regular.
No.
But if him can only buy one, and every time him light a cigarette, a man beg him a draw. At that level you want to keep him.
So you stop the fall independent and talk about your independence.
Yes, them stop them tell you say a minimum you don't get no independence, you don't get no wages. You get minimum wage. You don't get no independence, you get minimum you get dependence, then take off the in. That are the wage, you know. Then take off the in and get dependence. So instead of get independence, you get dependence.
And then no Jerry.
Yeah.
Those guys will do those things, you know.
Yeah.
You know what them are do?
Them what?
Those guys we are in favor of our back, we make rid of our back.
Yeah.
Those man are papa, you know. Look how we.
Yeah.
We not in favor nobody arise no dollar against no man to make money not to have money.
No.
As some papa them.
No, yes, no, them yes. As we them get rich off.
Yes, those papa.
Yeah, and we is not papa.
We call them thief in papa.
Yes. We is not papa, them paparize us, you know. You are not papa, you know, like orange juice. The orange juice are not orange, you know. Pulverize the orange and turn not juice. And no natural orange juice. Natural orange juice are where people pick off a tree and bite and, you know, but...
So it all had up that the British is expect that in papa.
Yes, man. But thank you very much. Yes, sir. We'll go to
yes,
some
sir.
more.
Some more time.
Goodly. All right, the numbers again. The numbers again are 619. We have any more card? Have more card? 619. You have one? All right, let's go over the next card. Paper. 619-1508. 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. Good afternoon. Welcome. Are you there? Anyone there? Not there? All right. We have some more music to play. Because we're trying to go play now. Alibaba. We have Alibaba. This is about the 40-yard thief. Alibaba and the 40th thief. Let's go.
My dream last night was about Alibaba with the 40 thieves. Tom, the piper's son, he was there with me. I rode through a valley with a princess by my side. The Duke and the Duchess was there to meet me with a smile. Alice was there in Wonderland, staring far away. The three blind mice was there with me to tell the teddy bear the tale. The teddy bear came smiling there with a big smile. The little Bo Peep has lost her sheep last night. Dream last night about Alibaba with the 40 thieves. Tom, the piper's son, he was there with me. I rode through the valley with the princess by my side. The Duke and the Duchess did the reggae last night. Dream last night was about Alibaba with the 40 thieves. Tom, the piper's son, he was there with me. I rode through the valley with the princess by my side. I did the reggae last night with the princess, my bride. The Duke and the Duchess was there with me to meet me with a smile. Alice was there in a wonderland, staring far away. I did the reggae last night. Ooh yeah, do the reggae last night.
Yes, John Holt singing about Alibaba. And get back to the live chat now. Sundown 876 JS said, did you know Dr. Fauci and Bill Gates were college roommates? No, I never know that. Donovan Islet said, surgery. Break down what is a Commonwealth state like Pennsylvania. Where me is. You are in Pennsylvania, okay. You can just keep your own rifle in your house and thing. You know, well, there are some states in America because America is a federation. The United States of America is a federation. Each one of the states is a separate country. Well, there's a separate government, but them federate and have a one government for all of the states together. So each state have them state laws, and the federation, the federal government of America can dictate to them and everything. But I really cannot explain properly what is a Commonwealth state. But I think I've learned about this already, but I don't remember what is the distinction. Bob Cosmic say, Commonwealth, you mean the common man's wealth? Are you picking up? Well, I know that the word Commonwealth really originally was commonweal, W-E-A-L, which I think means common family. Like, is a term describing a family or a close association. But I can't really explain what is a Commonwealth state. Anybody else can help. Bob Cosmic continued. After the slave trade, the British went into transporting opium to China. Yeah, drug smuggling. Hence the opium wars. That's how the British ended up with Hong Kong. Yes, Britain was starting making money from selling hard drugs to China. And then when the Chinese government tried to keep them out, them want the Chinese government said them will capture China, and they did try to capture China, but about them bomb up, them attack about 5 seaport of China with them war boat them and mash down China. And yes, they did even end up one in some parts of China, one in stealing, like Hong Kong. Sister D. Ruben replied to Bob Cosmic Facts, and cite how them love call people drug smuggler, and them are still the biggest. Takelem could reply to Donovan Island. What is the latest on the Jamaican Peter Spencer, shot several times by so-called white friends in Pennsylvania? That execution is not about a typical modern style lynching. I heard a little about Peter Spencer. Some guys went out on some kind of hunting expedition. All of them go together, them going to hunt overnight and stay in a tent. And then this Jamaican who was there with them was one of them friends of him going to. Them same start act strange, like him would be a come a danger to them. And one of them decide to execute him. I don't remember the details. Somebody try to remind me, please. Black and Proud say, keep teaching, Brother Jerry, thank you. Bob Cosmic to Sister D. Ruben. The former Prime Minister of England, Theresa May, her husband Philip May is a large shareholder in GW Pharmaceuticals, a British company that grows ganja, you see it? Sister D. Ruben replied to Bob Cosmic. Cause him no know, said that are the biggest exporter. No, cause him don't know, said that are the biggest exporter I it worldwide. And him done set for selling pharmaceutical, take people for mono. Yeah, kuno mono true. Simeon Pigeon say, begging for my song, Jerry, the 10 Commandments from Prince Farai. Prince Farai? I don't know that 10 Commandments. Well, you called me a little bit later that one. I tell you what, from a coming this morning, from a coming in the mornings, I usually have enough music to carry right through the program, and then when you get more and more requests, now it becomes difficult. Sometimes, most time I have to drop off some of my personal choices, but there's a limit to that, and there's a limit both to the number and to the time. Have any more call? All right. Yeah, that's the live chat. Live chat for now. That was 22. All right, the numbers again. 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Now, 1962, Jamaica was handed over to the JLP. Them claims that them handed over to the voters of Jamaica and keep elections who must run the government. The JLP win the election and them run the government, so them independent. So them was the first independent government. Then win the next election. 5 years. From before that, there was a little pattern. Well, the pattern never even developed properly. The JLP had run the government for 10 years first, from 1944. PNP get 2 terms, which supposed to be 10 years so. But it get cut short. But them get 2 terms. JLP and PNP get 2 terms each. So the pattern appear like it was emerging, that every time a government win an election, them going to win one more and then lose. So the JLP win the election and them said them are the first independence government, 1962. Then win the next one, 67, 2 term. But during that time, now the people them get aware that this is a false independence, especially the young people. Start to realize that this independence is not real, it's just a little puppet independence. And things are getting worse for the African people, worse for the black people. So a lot of uprising start to go on, like what you see going on now, starting to uprising start to bubble up and look like it's going to get more serious. In the 60s, that is what started happening. And when it really blew up in 1968, now the JLP in a real trouble. But very similarly to what going on in 1968, although the JLP in a real trouble, the PNP wasn't getting more popular. PNP wasn't getting more popular now. So the PNP realized that the JLP in a trouble, but them themselves is being rejected by the people. The people don't want them now, neither. So Norman Manley, when Norman Manley realized that as head of the PNP, him realized that the people not going to be satisfied with him, Norman Manley, or the PNP, because the people going to realize that Norman Manley is an Englishman, same way like Bustamante. And I'm going to want to keep you under England like Bustamante. Norman Manley decides, boy, I'm going to retire out of politics because people don't want him now. He left out of politics. I'll soon tell you how Michael Manley come take over his father's job. Let's get back to the phone. Good afternoon, welcome.
Mr. Simon.
Welcome.
the scientists all over the world at the space agencies, they say they went to the moon and they built space station.
Yeah.
Now, you believe that?
If I believe that, listen to me, please. You listen to me, please. I want to see if you understand you. If I believe that aircraft has been developed that can go outside of the atmosphere of the Earth.
No, if you believe that they build.
No, first, let us take it stage by stage. Do I believe, and I'm asking you also, do you believe that aircraft has been developed that can go further than the atmosphere and can go outside of the atmosphere? You believe that? You believe that, right?
Yeah.
So that space there now, outside of the atmosphere, that is called outer space, not true?
Yeah.
And you accept that you have flying machine that can go out there, right? And you know that the planets, several planets are out there not too far from the Earth, right?
No, I don't know that.
You know of any planet? Is the Earth a planet?
Yes.
And what is a planet?
The Earth is a planet.
Yes, but what does planet mean?
It's a certain size and it...
What size? What size a planet has to be?
Oh, anything over 21,000 miles, I guess.
21,000 miles what?
Round or anything like that.
21,000 miles round? That's what makes something a planet?
No, I'm just asking about a space station.
No, but we are going step by step. You are talking about something that you don't understand. Am I right?
I'm talking about something that I do understand.
Okay, well, since you understand it, then you must realize where I am going, and you will cooperate with me if you understand. You have shown. You have shown. Let me know. You listen here now. My program here is a discussion program, not only for me and you, but for those listening. Now, I have to participate in a discussion that helps my listeners, and therefore I have to start from where they understand and go further, just like our spacecraft start from a base, which is ground, and then go further. At the same time, I need to understand that both me and you is on the same land, traveling out into the outer space, traveling to the same place. So all of us would need to be on the same page so that we have the same understanding. You agree with that?
If you said yes to what I asked you, yes.
All right, you agree with that. So therefore now.
If you said yes.
So therefore now, a planet is not something that is defined by measurement. Do you understand that?
Well, I thought it was.
No, well, I'm going to explain to you. A planet is not defined by measurement. A planet is an object in space that circles around a larger object. You understand that?
What larger object are you talking about?
Any object in space that circles and rotates around another larger mass is a planet.
You only know the moon and the sun and Earth as a planet.
No. Not only them I know as a planet. No.
You see something else?
Yes.
Why?
Many other planets.
You can see another planet?
I have seen other planets. Have you?
No.
You have not, so you only speak about what you see. Well, I have seen other planets. And do you accept that a planet, in the terms that we are speaking about, a planet is an object that circles around and orbits around a larger mass? You accept that?
I accept the moon, the sun, and the earth.
Can you define for me what is a planet?
You don't accept it though.
All right, explain one more time. What is a planet?
I'm just asking you, do you believe that there's a species?
Yes, but we have to go step by step, because I realize that you do not understand what you are talking about. I require that we step together step by step. That is my requirement. Here why is my requirement. I am simple. And therefore I require that if somebody going to reason with me, you have to reason at my simple level. Otherwise, me and you can't reason.
The simple level that you're reasoning on is about things that you cannot see. I will go outside in a minute and look up again and see if I can see anything but the moon, the sun, and the earth that I can stand on.
You can see the moon now?
Many times the moon shines in the day.
Not the many times. Not the many times. No. One time I'm talking about is no. Can you
I
see?
said I will go outside and look. I just said I will go outside and look, and I'll call you back if it's out there.
All right, but let us go on reason in the meantime.
But let me go outside and look so I can really talk
No.
to you.
Before you go outside and look, could you again define, even in your own terms, you can still repeat. You can either do it plainer and more understandable, or you can do it same like before. Can you define what a planet is?
The planet is the moon, the sun, and the earth.
No, sir. Yeah, even more.
The moon is not a planet?
No,
The moon is not a planet?
The sun is not a planet.
What is the sun?
The sun is a star.
The sun is not a ball of gas or a star.
That is yes, the sun is a ball of gas, yes.
That's what you think
all
it is.
All right.
You don't know this like me.
All right, what is the sun? Tell me what the sun is.
The sun is a rock, a shining rock.
Shining rock. Does it have any heat?
Yes, it gives off heat.
The shining rock gives off heat. Heat is energy. Hold on. You just hold. Step. No, sir. Hold on, please, sir. Anything that gives off heat is energy giving off. You understand that?
All right.
Yes, and where the energy coming from?
The shining rock. The shining.
No, where is the energy coming from? The energy that the sun.
Coming from the sun.
Yes, from inside, right?
It's coming from the sun itself. The sun is one thing. The whole thing
it is coming,
thing.
And the energy is coming from inside the sun, right?
Let me go look and see if I see the moon and call you back.
No, I would think that you're going to see a lunatic. That is what I. Are you in your bathroom?
Let me see if I see that.
No, are you in your bathroom?
No, I'm talking to you on the phone.
No, but you can't be in the bathroom talking on the phone. If you are in the bathroom, tell me if you are looking in the mirror.
But I'm not in the bathroom.
Yes, well, please do not take the mirror outside. Otherwise, you might be looking at a lunatic.
So you don't think there's a space agent?
No, go outside without the mirror and come back and tell me, and I might believe that you are not looking at a lunatic, but you are looking at the Luna itself.
No. Mr. Small, let me to you.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, please, sir. I'm gone. I think the cow just jumped over the moon. We have any more calls? Well, thank you very much. Good afternoon. Welcome.
How are you?
Wagwan.
I'm never better give thanks, you know.
About that?
I feel
hold on, about that?
I want to feel so.
All right. No, if you want to feel warm, well, please don't go out and stand in the sun. Otherwise, you will fade away.
No, I will go out there when the moon is out.
All right. Well, that's a deal.
Yeah, man. How are you?
Me warm, man.
Yeah, give thanks and praise, man.
I'm cool to me inside the AC, man. AC, yeah.
Yeah, all right, man. Well, I enjoy a little reasoning.
No, but the brethren there, no. Is either he is what I think he is, or him is extremely brilliant. Him said that the sun is a rock shining.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it is I don't know if it's a fluorescent rock. Or if it's an energy saving rock. Otherwise I know it'll burn.
Of course.
But I don't think him said it's not burning.
It's not burning?
No.
So what gives off the heat?
No, that's what I was getting to, but at the same time him get outside. Hear him get outside. I say if you want to hear him get outside.
Yeah, tell me that.
I'm saying I'm going to step outside. I'll look up in the sky.
For the moon?
No, yes.
Oh boy, man.
I think I alien husband, you know.
We don't know my left alien as well.
No, but remember, say me and Alien did go up on a date one time.
Oh, you mean, that Alien?
Yes, Alien. We and you and Elaine did go up with friends on the deck, remember, on some other that and you remember?
Yeah, but no, we were at the
comedy bus.
At the Pegasus.
It was at the comedy bus.
Yes. But you went on to the
Oh, you never come?
No, because what happened too, we had to move to back early in the morning. We couldn't really.
Oh yes, early. You couldn't stay out late, yes.
No feel how you stay. But that's your I met Elaine, you know.
Yes.
Give thanks, man. Yeah, me today, you know, my brethren.
Yeah.
I am focusing on what took place in Parliament recently with the applause after the Prime Minister said that Mr. Bob's Grange will collect some money.
We'll charge them.
Yes. And exactly what happened after that.
Yes.
The applause.
Yes.
And all them things. And you know what it referred me forward to? When the Floyd Green
video. When the what? Floyd Green, yes.
Video.
Yes.
When they were having a jolly good time.
Yes.
And even start to ball out high up and
yes.
help you run things and you know them way there? You know, and the event or these events rather to me signal that it is just one of the time that you realize there's two Jamaica.
Yes.
Not one. Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, you can't set rules and then you yourself are going to step on them as if I don't know.
No, but frequently rulers or people who want to be rulers do exactly that.
Of course.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me or you or me and your ancestors who passed a law against buggery in Jamaica, you know.
Agreeable.
Who passed them law there?
Not the British people, there, man.
Not just the British people. The British ordinary people were subject to those laws. It's the British nobility and monarchy passed those laws. But them pass it for other people.
True.
So these things are illegal, but they used to practice it and have it as a reserve that is not for you. It's not for your. It's not. Them have it as a privilege. Them have buggery as a privilege, you know. But them outlaw it for the ordinary person, and usually that is what these elites do. They reserve privilege for themselves, and for you is against the law.
That is true.
I just by observing them, I get to find out that from your little to come up and realize that, you know. Say that's how we have the two communities, you know, two Jamaica. They have many countries have two. You have two England. You have two. Most countries two or more. Two or more definition.
That is true. And when you look at it, remember what started the Miss King saga?
Come on, remind me.
Miss King.
Yeah.
Them
yes, is a drama DRMA regulation started?
Yes, my brother. You know, and those are the people that lose. Back to our next lady now, them charge her $200,000, if I'm correct, along with another. And what does these people have to do to gain all this money? They have to borrow money, you know.
Yes.
From bank and all them things, you know. To pay off these so-called.
If they don't want to borrow the money, what do they do?
Don't go up the sentence.
Yes, so the government not charging them $200,000. The government is sending them to prison. That's what they do. That's why they charge it so. That's why they put it so high, you know. They know that only rich people can find $200,000 to pay a fine. No poor person or no average person can find two. There's no average, even middle class person who can find $200 to pay a fine. Any ordinary middle class person find $200,000, they have to go give up something. You don't just have $200,000 put down, so. It's you go and give up something. No ordinary person have $200,000 can play a fine.
That is so true.
None.
And when you really look at it, my brother, when them people hear the fine of the pay, they bust out a laugh because that's penny feeding for them.
Yeah, because he did it as a joke.
Of course.
When he said Bob's the Grange charge them and fine them, He did that as a joke, and the money that he was going to charge him was ridiculous also. So they all laugh, and you were asking how the applause came about. That is how the applause came about.
Agreeable.
And they were ordered to applaud and to lick the desk.
Yes.
So who is it who is being amused?
Well, surely I am not.
No, it's they who are being amused. They were amusing themselves.
Of course.
And they set up cameras to carry out this amusement. And whose expense was it? Who going to pay those $100,000 each?
No, we.
Our money paying those.
Our money.
The suit them what them have on. The suit where Wellness have on when them make the speech. Who pay for it?
No, we.
The suit where Dr. Clark have on. Who pay for it?
No, we.
The mask where Bazza Range have on. Who pay for it?
No, we.
The toilet where them flush. Who pay for the flush night toilet?
No, we.
All right.
And also the $1,000 US cake.
Yeah. All right. All expense. All inclusive.
Of course.
It's a mockery. Did you know that they planned the whole thing?
Of course.
And they rehearsed the whole thing?
Yeah, man.
All right.
I agree with you.
And them taped the whole thing. And hear this now. Floyd Green, when you saw him in the picture, you remember the picture with him at the party?
Yes.
You saw Floyd Green in there?
Yes, I did.
How you know it's Floyd Green?
Never have on a mask.
And when him do have on a mask, how you recognize him?
Man, green shirt.
Yes, but not by his, you recognize him by his face?
Yes, I did, you know.
No, his face is unrecognizable.
Because I did stop the video and look on it, that's why I did see him face.
No, his face is unrecognizable. Him did have on a mustache?
A little beard.
Him did have on a mustache? Don't Floyd Green you really have a mustache?
I don't remember, you know.
Yeah, well, to me, his face was unrecognizable because him shave off his pubic hair off of him lip.
But we didn't make him more still in my brother between me and there, you know.
I read the caption, man.
No, man, I tell you, man.
That guy no look nothing like the Floyd Green where we always see.
No, man, me pick him up, man. Take it from me, man. Because when me see it, you know, me I say.
A biometrics you have, man. You laugh. You know say a biometrics you.
We just know.
And when Miss Coke, when them catch Miss Coke in the car with Al Capone. Remember when them catch Dudus in the car with Al Capone? I'm over on the wig.
Yes.
And the frock.
Yeah.
You did recognize him?
Nobody recognize him.
No, that me I tell you, couldn't recognize Floyd Green, man.
No, man.
When me see the guy in the car with Al Miller, I thought it was Superintendent Amos.
Okay.
You know Superintendent Amos?
Amos. I don't remember his face. But
yes, man. He was a big crime fighter, Superman, and then them go run for JLP against Pickersgill. Anyway, boy, you good if you recognize Floyd Green, car.
Yeah, man, I'm not tell you bedroom, man.
Him shave up him pubic hair.
Like him normally would look.
I can't recognize him by him pubic hair now, but him wear pubic hair on a mask for the last 2 years. So. And Victoria's Secret.
He apologized for that. You remember?
For what?
For being present at that party.
At the first one.
I think it was his Earth Strong party, you know.
Yeah, the first one.
Yes.
So this one now, I'm not apologizing to this one.
Then that me say, is that me saying to you now?
No, the whole of them. Wholeness set up the whole thing.
Yes.
And I tell you, say, Floyd Green and the whole of them exempt from the DRMA regulation.
And you know who made that clear even before the Prime Minister? The DPP, you know?
Yes.
Yes.
Then them she work for.
Of course. Of course. She's the one who gave them the green light.
No man, them give she green light.
Them give she and she give them.
Yeah, and do you know that the whole of them supposed to end up down on King Street?
What's that?
What do you mean watch there? A bluff, yeah, bluff, man. What do you mean? What watch them mean? Them supposed to end up down on King Street, you know?
No, but of course. No, you're correct.
Why,
Because
Mr.
by right, you know, is the judge supposed to issue out whatever fine or sentence?
Not only that, is Brian, yes, Brian Sykes supposed to try them, you know?
Agreeable.
Why?
Agreeable.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because as far as I'm concerned, him have the authority to do so.
No, him a chief justice, but anyone in the Supreme Court could judge have the authority. But
better one to do it too.
No, but when him done with the black man gang,
Mm-hmm.
the green man gang, them supposed to expose and dismantle because the gang, the whole of them together is a gang, you know.
Yes, agreeable.
Biggest gang in Jamaica.
Of course.
Alibaba and the 40 of them.
Of course. Yeah, man, and I'm proud of it too.
Yes, man, I mock them a mock, you know. Mock them a mock.
Of course.
And them invite the other all looters and thieves to come to Jamaica tomorrow.
Yeah,
or rub it in the face. You may have some music to play now.
No problem, Rasta.
Don't go out nice Sunday, you know.
No, wait till the moon come out.
No, I not say you're bleaching, you know, but it wouldn't wise you go out nice sun.
No, me now go follow my brethren and go out in the day if you look for the moon. Now go out when the night come, me go look at the
And you put on long socks and them thing and cover up all the neck and shoulder and them places. Alright, yes, sir. Because I tattoo have a preserve.
Alright, give thanks, my brother. No problem.
We have more? What? Eh? What? No, alright. We have plenty of music to play. We have them. Please, I want to play The Higher the Monkey Climb. The more them exposed. I don't know if we're going to take any more cards, but we have a rub about 5 music, even piece of them. We might have some more live chat. Let's go. The Justin Hines and the Dominoes. Higher Monkey Climb. Alright, we have the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508 and 279-8473. No man, that a cargo bring come, but we have one name Higher the Monkey Climb. You don't find that one there. Alright, let me play something else. You have Lay Down Your Arms and Come. Burning Spear. Alright. Me no know how we gotta work it out. Any of them? Yeah, Lay Down Your Arms and Come.
Two of us have a little fall. usually say, children, 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 children.
False alarm, talk about the sound dogging. Whoa, false alarm, talk about the sound dogging. Whoa, giving them a warning, because my sound is coming. Whoa, giving them a warning, because my sound is coming. Whoa, call the city mark, somewhere they done out to bury. Alright, y'all. Call the city mark, somewhere they done out to bury. I want there, enough sound boy, say them a sting. Pity them no know, we are gonna trip them wing. Enough sound boy, say them a shot. I connect the red wire on the black, cause wife in them sound. Have a feedback, livestock a livestock, dead stock a dead stock. Until you need to gritty comfy out of the spot. Until it is the sound of the cream of the crop. False alarm, talk about the sound dogging. Whoa, false alarm, talk about the sound dogging. Oh, hey, giving them a warning, because my sound is coming. Oh, hey, giving them a warning, because my sound is coming. Oh, hey, false alarm, false alarm. Alright, y'all, false alarm. Go on, dogging, false alarm, about my sound is dogging. Oh, false alarm, about my sound is dogging. Oh, hey, call the city mark, somewhere they done out to bury. I want y'all. Call the city mark, somewhere they done out to bury. Go on, dogging. Shouldn't never trouble, trouble never trouble you. Alright, y'all.
Yes, we're going to read a few live chat before we leave. Black and Proud say, I learned so much from your knowledge from Perkins days. Okay. Tony Thomas said, bless up Bongo Jerry. Marie run yet? Tony Thomas land and check in. Bless up. No, Marie not run yet. Black and Proud said, Jerry, your program is a classroom. This person don't want to be a student all the time, and he comes with his nonsense. Sister D. Ruben said, the sun is a shiny rock. She laughed. Lee Dickens said, greetings, Jerry, and greetings to Butter. Bring back Butter to the show, all right? Black and Proud said, Jerry, program sweet like honey. That's true. Thank you very much for that. We have two more music. Where are they? We have a Bob Marley, I think. Let's hear. We don't know how we and them are work it out. We really don't know.
But someone will have to pay for the innocent blood that they shed every day. Oh, children, mark my word, it's what the Bible says. Oh, we don't know how we and them are gonna work it out. We don't know how we and them are gonna work it out. But in the beginning, God created everything. He gave man dominion over all things. But now it's too late to see men as lost
The higher the monkey climbs,